Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's show. 3 minutes late. Nothing new there. I'm always a little bit late, so yeah, cool. Let's see who we've got in. Excellent. Just flick through you as all, so it's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Uh, yeah. Just get a few people's names up. Need to send some links out as well. To get people in. Uh, yeah, if I miss anyone, I'm sorry because I'm just in a bit of a rush. But hopefully I get everyone's name up. New comment. Oh, it's jumped. Somewhere around there, wasn't I? Yeah, I think it was somewhere around there. Ah, right. Yeah. So let me send a few links out, and I'll tell you what's been going on this week. So yeah, basically this picture behind us, you've probably not seen that before. Well, guaranteed you've not seen it before because it's brand new. I've only took it today. I'll explain what's going on around the uh, picture in a minute. So it's pretty cool. We've got a few more people in, so excellent. Nice to see you all in. I'm not being rude or out, but give us a second. Yep, totally unorganized. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, no worries. Do that one. Uh, and that one. And that one. You all right? Nice of you in. See you in, mate. Yeah, so basically, like you all know, I've not been feeling great myself and stuff at the moment, and that's probably why I've not been doing live streams every week like I normally do. So if it disappear while I'm doing my live streams, I've got someone to take over. So instead of me waiting to say, look, I need some light over this way, I'll get that sorted in a minute. So instead of waiting and trying to get a word in, if it just disappear, don't worry, I'll be back in a few minutes. So yeah, don't worry. All normal at the moment, me throwing up and stuff like that, but too much information for you to hear. So yeah, what's up? That one. Get the MX bike built up again. Oh, depends which MX bike. My motocross bike. I've got a couple of them that needs building up. I've got a YZ490, 1987. That needs rebuilding. I've got a Honda CR80 going out to an 85. That's a 2000 model, so don't know which bike you talk about, but both of them need rebuilding anyway. And I'm going to introduce our first guest at the moment, and a big thank you for Mr. Volt for giving us a shout out. Hello, Mr. Volt.
Hello, how are you doing?
All right, not too bad. We've got Andrew there in the chat. That's excellent to see you, mate. I hope things are all right. Cool. Yeah. So, what flavour are you on tonight then? Oh, he's gone in a cloud of smoke then.
Yeah, well, it's horrible, really. I've run out of good flavors, and all the other flavors seem to be like I've bought different ones, and they're coming out burnt. So I'm doing pear drops, which are coming out tasting burnt, and the lemon sherbets coming out tasting burnt. But I found that I had one called a cool fizzy or something, but I put that one in, and of course it's got the word cool in it, so it's mental. It's horrible. It's really overpowering. It actually can give me like a chill, like you have a headache when you have a cold thing in your mouth. And, you know, you get that chill that goes up and it's like pain, like a headache. I can get that from vaping menthol. It just goes
Like a
like
brain freeze, you mean? A
a
brain
brain
freeze.
freeze. Yeah. From something that's
Believe it or not.
hot. Yeah. Mm.
That's not normal, is it? Not right. Never
It's
heard that
weird.
before.
It's very strange, yeah, but it's definitely happening.
Yeah. We've got our next guest as well, ready to come on by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So here she is. If you don't let her on, she'll send some
Yeah.
spiders to me. Yeah, talking about spiders, Jackie.
Yes.
I've had a couple of false black widows in my house recently.
Cool.
How
You haven't
dare
sent
they?
them to me, have you?
Cool.
You haven't sent them to me.
No.
Yeah.
You must be in a warmer part. Because, yeah. I've seen some because one came into our house ages ago and I kept it. And then it laid egg sacs and I'm like, bye-bye, you're going.
Yeah. I don't mind spiders, but like, I know the false black widows, the UK's like dangerous as spider, which can bite you basically. The worst.
They can, but I doubt it. You got to really piss them off. But I keep them away from your doggy. But nah, because I actually just let one walk under my hand. And Simon had never seen it before, and he's like, "Oh, what's that?" I'm like, "False widow." And like, he's like, he looked at me, and I'm like, "Yes, I've got it on my hand. It's not doing anything because you've got to piss it off for it to bite." Everything's just all misconception. It's just. Yeah, they can give you a bit of a bite if they want to, but if you're pissing about with them, I just let it go on my hand and it didn't do anything. So half of it, people just type a lot of stuff up, you know, and
get rid of my spiders,
even with certain dogs that say, "Oh, it's the dog," and it's like, no, actually, it's the owner. So it's all what the media and everything just throw out at you and scares you.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Jackie, the way I get rid of my spiders is just pick them up by the legs. And then throw them out the window. But I won't do it with a false black widow because they might not like that and I might get a nip. So, yeah, they're the only ones that I like catch off with like a lid and a bit of paper, then throw out, you see.
Yeah, it's fine. Do it.
But I've always been scared. I've always been scared about getting stung by bees and wasps because my mum was like, oh, petrified of them. Soon she hears a blue bottle, she thinks it's a bee or something. But then when I got stung a couple of weeks ago by wasps the first time, I was like, oh, shite, I'll have to run out of here. But then realised it wasn't that bad. But then again, I'm lucky because other people can have really bad reactions to bee stings.
Yeah, anaphylaxis shots.
I think it depends where they sting you, because like if they sting you on a part of the skin where there's not really a nerve too close to it, you know, it won't hurt. But if they stung you right into a nerve, for example, you'd really feel that. You know, it's like, yeah.
Don't forget that one was heading southwards in my pants.
I'm saying fudge all. Now.
Yeah.
Oh dear, man. Oh dear. You just
don't forget to do that, everyone. Hit the like button, please.
I've got the like already. Did that.
Excellent.
Let's have a look. Who we get?
You better say that because I'll just take it off the board if you didn't.
Oh, fuck that. No, I'll do it anyway because not right. Right, I've got Tom, Urban Explorer. Hello. Hello, Shelley. Hello, David. Hi, Quinn. Hi, Louise. Hi, Ollie Fab. Hi, Glenn Watkins. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Joe. Hi, Nissan. Hi, Mark C. And Matthew Monahan and Jack Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, these things happen when I'm doing filming on Thursday, so I cannot wait. It's good. It's all been sorted now. And I think what a few things, more things have, lined up. So it's like, yay. Can't wait.
Is that chair getting more on the piss?
Yeah, it's fucked. I don't care.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mine.
No, mine is because I think I've leaned to put too much weight on one side when I was drunk, so I will get a new one. You'll just have to wait. I've got other priorities at the moment.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that. I'm like I said, I'm 200 off my goal for my chair, and then yeah.
You didn't like rest your boobies on the back headrest and sort of like then it just sort of like collapsed. It wasn't that, was it?
Off balanced it, you mean?
Shut
Yeah.
up.
What's
Fuck,
that
if I could take them off, I'd fucking give them to you and be like, here, fucking play with them bastards.
I don't really like boobies. I'm afraid of them. I'm
You
afraid
can
of them.
then, can't you? You fucking knock some bastard out of them.
I'm as afraid of your boobies as your headrest on your chair was when you attacked it.
Right, so what's I'm going to eventually.
Matt wouldn't know what to do with them, would he? Matt wouldn't know what to do with hair like that.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, who have we got? Yeah, it's a leaning chair. Yeah, it's passed out. It's more drunk than I am, and I'm not even drinking. I'm just drinking coffee.
I might sort of say to somebody with big boobs, like, can you put them on a table because I've got a rolling pin here and I want to see how far they'll roll out. You know?
No,
not allowed. Okay.
No. Get your own boobies.
Yeah, we'll have to try and keep this one nice and clean like this week.
We said boobies. Surely that's not a censored YouTube word.
No.
It could be
demonetized.
Boobies, so there.
Yeah.
Now, if you'd gone a little bit more, then it'd be completely different.
Hey, Andy, how you doing? ALW's in.
Yeah, he was in the chat before, yeah.
Because he just said I could get some, buy some more spiders, but I don't need to. So I've got other things I want to do in here. So I'm hopefully getting some shelves put up. So my son knows he's been nominated to do it. Yeah.
Are they good?
Yeah. Like I said, I won't let Simon near anything electrical. He's not allowed. He's banned.
Hey, ALW, I was editing a video of Ridimoon earlier on, and the IKS boys were there, and I think Chris Stacey was wearing an ALW Exploration hoodie.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. Giving you some free advertising there, mate.
Don't know what happened to my computer there. It just crashed. But I'm back on now.
All right.
Oh, God, don't say your internet's going to play up again. I'm sure. Didn't it go funny last time? A couple of weeks ago, it went a bit bonkers. Right, Mr. Greg.
B's in as well.
What's he bloody put? Let's have a look. I wanted to read that. I know.
No, I was thinking
to do that. No, I'm sorry. The baby making stuff stopped years ago.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about seeing milk coming out or even like curdled cheese coming out, Yeah, I mean, I was more thinking like, see how flat you could get them, see if you can get them, and then you could pick them up, and then you could toss them in the air, and you could make a pizza out of them. Yeah.
Oh, got that. No way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracer, for letting us know that we weren't live at Finger 9 o'clock. I thought I had a few more minutes before 9 o'clock, so that's why I was late.
Oh, you were away with the bloody fairies. You were late.
I was. It's getting this picture up behind us here, what you can see.
When you did this ages ago, you bleeding lazy monkey.
Because they only got the picture today. If you look here, you can't really make much out. But that's Coronation Street in the background being filmed.
Who cares? It's shite. Nobody likes Coronation Street. Nobody likes soaps. Soaps just destroy the bloody remaining brain cells you've got. Why the hell would you want to know about that?
Yeah, so I thought, right, might as well pull my camera out and film it because I'm in Manchester doing little films around the corner.
I got. I rock whoever they
around the area. So I thought, yeah, might as well get a bit of Coronation Street in. And of course, when I go down there with a camera, you get the people saying, you're not allowed, you're not allowed. So, yeah, the video will be coming out tomorrow.
Oh, I know.
It's
squirrel.
Not an audit video, like some people would call it. It's just me doing a vlog, or whatever.
A log?
What's going on?
Isn't that what you do in the toilet? A log?
Something like that, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They told me not to film when they're filming, so what does that mean? I've got to film, haven't I, while they're filming. I must have
Mm.
misheard them, so I've got some action shots of what's going on. Because it's an action scene, what's going on there.
There's actual action in Coronation Street. Are you? No, I'm sorry, he's taking the piss now.
Yeah.
And also, someone on set used to do a YouTube. I did an exploring channel, an urbex channel, basically, and used to go out with Dan Dixon a few times and do videos with him. So it's pretty like a small world, and yeah, I've got a little clip of him saying who he is and stuff like that. I've sent it to Dan, see if he recognises him still. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, I went past the old gas works.
You let off all your toxic gas after you've been to the toilet, don't you? Or the gas.
Past the old gas works, and as we're walking past there, one of the guys jumps out of the wagon and says, "Oh, I recognise you. I watched your video before. Weren't you the one that did it down here?" I went, "Yeah, I was the one that did the video." "Oh, yeah, great video and all that." I was like, "Oh, okay, great." Carry on then, doing what I'm doing.
Safari and Dazzy.
And also, there's another gaswork video I'm going to do. It's about Bradford Road Gasworks near Manchester City Ground. And then a private tour of the site where there's 2 gas meters or gas towers or whatever you want to call them. And they go to start knocking them down. So a few months ago, I got, like I say, a VIP visit on there, filmed what I needed to do, and we've actually started work, demolition of them. Went past today, and there's a chunk took out, so got to do like an update video and of what they're doing now with my drone and stuff, and hopefully put that into the whole video of the gasworks of Bradford Road. So that's something else to watch out for. And hopefully this Coronation Street one here will be out for tomorrow. So yeah, something for you to watch.
Hi, Mike.
Mike was in before, wasn't there? Or is it different Mike? Safari's in.
Oh no, Louise, you're funny.
Dave's in.
Louise, like, give us more entertainment, Matt Law. What happens when you throw them up in the air like a pizza, Law?
Oh.
Well, you know, it's you know, you've got to experiment with these things, haven't you? You know, like you there's that technique where you got to flop them around, and they sort of like flop, and then you sort of like got to knead them back in together and push it all together, and then you know, then you stretch them out, and then you flip it over. You keep doing that, flip it, and you flip them on your hand like that, and you flip it round on your hand, yeah, and then you put them on the table and you punch them. Yeah, and then eventually it stretches out, and apparently then it's got all the air has been put in there, and then you can get a nice pizza. But yeah,
I was always talking about making a pizza. All right.
Yeah, pizza with boobs. Hello, Mike. Abandoned with Mike, and who's the other one that just came in? Paul Davinish. Davinish or Davinish, whatever way you want to say it.
AU's in as well.
Hello, AU.
Did I see the crooked pub fire? And very quick demolition. No,
I've seen something of that. It was on the news not too long ago, the last couple of days. And basically, it's an older pub, and I think there was an earthquake there or something, and it split away from the rest of the houses, and it was converted to a pub. Well, obviously it's a pub, and it's got sold recently after whatever's gone on with this plague or whatever you want to call it, pandemic, and now it's been set on fire somehow. Well, it's
somehow. What do you mean somehow? You know for a fact it'll be something. It'll be arson.
Somehow, because it wasn't on a hot day. It was on the rainiest days that month. I've got told, and basically the house is a fact for you. 4 feet of one side was lower than the other side, so that's why it was called the crooked pub.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, it's not a crooked pub anymore. It's a flat pub now, isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore, do they? They
Yeah.
make it.
No.
They make them so instead of lasting a couple of 100 years and going crooked, they last about 40 years and then they're falling apart because they're made out of cheap bricks and cheap materials. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I've not seen that one. Have you, Matt?
What's that? The pub was wonky. What were they fighting about? Oh, the wonky pub when you're drunk.
No, the one on the screen at the moment. What they put up?
Yeah.
Have I seen that picture
Alabama.
behind you?
No, Alabama. Video of people fighting in Alabama.
People fight. No, I haven't seen that. No,
No.
I haven't seen that. I was looking at the chat then instead of looking on the screen at what he was bringing up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was set on fire 2 weeks ago after it was bought.
Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit suspicious. Like we all know what happens with buildings,
Exactly.
listed building as well.
Well, I'm not gonna say where, right? Because I'd love to go and explore it. But there's a certain place got sold, and it was like nobody really knew it had got sold. It was just like they took the for sale sign down off it, and it got sold. And then immediately after being sold, the new owners came in and took the roof off. A very prestigious building. They took the roof off. And they've left the roof off ever since so that the rain can get in on all the wood and all the seats and all the everything and all the floors and everything, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Because it's like if you're starting to do work on a building and you take the roof off, you'd expect that you're going to be doing the rest of it at the same time. But no, they take the roof off and they're like, nah, we'll let the elements get in now. That'll work. That works for us. Let the elements get in. You'd imagine they paid somebody to come up there and take the roof off. You'd imagine they put a bit of scaffolding on the top and then cover it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should put some sort of like tarp over the top, don't they?
Nope.
Yeah, there's I think it's a grade 2 listed building in Middleton, and basically done the same thing. It's to the building. It's a black and white building, and they're doing it up slowly. Saying doing it up slowly, I mean years. They've not really done much to it, but they put like a scaffolding on the outside and a plastic cover over the top, but it's always covered over to make sure, obviously, the rain don't go in. So yeah, keep an eye on the place.
Yeah, well, that's better as long as somebody's doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the buildings that you would love to go in, but it's just not worth it. It's that dangerous. It's just rotten wood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a little flying midget there somewhere, so. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh dear!
Oh god!
I'm ready for it this week.
Be
ready
careful.
for it this week.
Be careful with that stuff, mate. It's bloody poisonous.
Yeah, it's poisonous. That stuff. I don't use
poisonous to you as well, you know.
Yeah.
Especially in confined spaces, and you've got no windows open. Fuck that, no.
No, my window
I've got
is
that
open.
blue thing behind me. Little shits go to it and have a little bit of a shock. It's funny. Like, yay! You just got another one.
Oh yeah, I saw the link you sent me, Liam. Yeah, it was Liam sent that to me. Thank you, mate. Yeah, very interesting that was. It's like they're saying it's been sold, but they've taken the roof off ages ago, and now it's just standing there with no roof.
Well, that's a bit bloody simple, that, isn't it? So it's
weird.
Some other intention going on.
You know, it's very funny what goes through the minds of these different developers and different people who buy things, because it's like to you and I, you're thinking, oh, they're buying that because they're going to do something with it, and it's like, no, they're buying it because they want to destroy it.
Yeah, they want to do something on the land, so they've got it. They're going to do something to make sure it falls apart. Full of shit.
Hey, Matt, I sent you that location. Do you click on it?
Is that the one that was underneath the video of the chap who knew Dan and that sort of stuff? I haven't clicked on it yet, no, but I did see that you'd sent it to me, yeah.
Have a quick click on that and tell me whether you think it's worth it.
Okie doke.
Because I told you about it the other day, didn't I? And you said, oh, send it us. And I've just sent it to you today. Forgot to send it to you the other day.
Oh, wow.
You're fired.
Oh, guess who's about? Yeah, they're about. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. They're walking up. They're walking up.
Oh yeah, they've been trying already. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you having a good night? Yeah, you're spending a lot of your time clicking on bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
God,
excellent.
I'm getting so depressed because of all these stupid numbers that don't even get me to answer the phone. Oh, and they go on block. Oh, I'm so depressed. You know, folks, I'm seriously thinking of slitting my wrists because I can't take it when people start sending me stupid phone calls when I'm on a live stream. Oh my God, how am I possibly going to continue with my life like this? Really?
Matt, I've got a care line for you, so I'll give you the phone number afterwards. Yeah.
Please do.
Don't do anything on the show.
Please prevent me from suiciding myself because of all the silly calls. Yeah.
Suiciding.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers for your efforts, which are in vain.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway, back to the topic. What you reckon about that? What I sent you? You reckon it's worth going?
That looks pretty interesting, doesn't it? It's quite close to like a built up area, but it looks like the where it is, it's gone. You know, they just, you know, they're just forgetting about that bit at the back, so they probably wouldn't give a shit if you went over there.
I never looked on YouTube. There's no one that's done a video of it before, so I'm just thinking while we're out and about one day.
Be good if you can get in, actually into those things, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Night, Tracy, take care. Tracy's
sorry for being cryptic.
I have actually.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. Obviously, we're talking about
it as well. I want to have a look, be nosy.
We're talking about filming locations, and obviously we don't want to get the
I already caught the
people
gist. I just want to know
out
where.
there, slip it out there before people know where it is and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of them ones. Well, you want to look at it, Jackie. I'll send it to you later. It's on my phone and turn my phone off at the moment.
Okay. Oh, my phone's sat here. I've already had me things sent to me. Cool. Now I just sit there and all but get blocked and deleted and shit. It's cool. As if I'm bothered. No, I'm not.
I don't know whether I can sleep tonight though through that now.
No, it's so stressful, isn't it? I mean, you know, like how the hell can we possibly continue with this live stream now with the stress of, like, you know, people like resetting my PayPal, Uber, phone calls, so many phone calls, folks. Oh my God. And all the amount of food that they're ordering that I'm not paying for, and I don't get delivered. Yeah.
Do you reckon
we just got down the road. There's loads of food places. We don't need to get it delivered.
Do you reckon they still play Knock a Door Runaway? Do you reckon they still play that?
Yeah.
Press the doorbell. Let's run. Hide in the bush and see him come out.
Do you know what?
That's what it's like, basically. Let's just annoy him and let's press the doorbell.
I mean, we must be talking hundreds, if not 1,000 calls from food companies, right? None of which will deliver the food until you pay for it. And I never answer the phone to them because I know when I go in a live stream that it's happening on the live stream, and it doesn't happen off the live stream. So it's pretty much
obvious. Yeah.
I can just ignore this because I'm on a live stream. So any calls that come through my phone, I'm going to ignore. Hey, but you don't do it through the rest of the day, do you? So how do you think this affects me? It's like phones on silent. Yeah. Phones on silent. How do you think it affects me? But I reckon one day, right? One day, because we've probably got about 1,000 food orders gone through, right? Which never come. I reckon one day I'm going to get a food order turn up at my door, and they're going to go, "Do you want this food?" And I'm going to go, "No," because I never ordered it. But if you want to give it to me for like £3, I'll have it. Otherwise, fuck off. And if they give it to me for £3, I'll have had a bargain fucking meal. Otherwise, fuck off. But to this date, nobody has turned up to deliver any food, and I wonder why that is.
Yes,
really, because you have to pay for it before they deliver it.
I know. Fucking it's backwards. Or has he been dropped in his head several times?
Oh, I think damaged before birth. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Something not quite right. Yeah, definitely.
Not even didn't even happen in the womb. It happened in the fucking ball sack of the parent, I think. Yeah, before he was even fucking born. Very damaged, I think. Yeah.
It's not Wednesday in the UK. It's Tuesday for the UK.
Oh, India.
Yeah, India.
Hello.
That's what I said.
Welcome in.
Narendra.
Yeah, and I reckon I was definitely a very, very damaged ball sack by looking at the photo of the person who owned the ball sack. Yeah, looked pretty much like, yeah. And yeah, didn't live a very long life. I wonder why, and passed on his genetics, which were very, very skewed onto his progeny, which now is going around going, yeah, exactly.
Hi, Henry. Hi, Daniel.
Like father, like son, and the apple don't fall very far from the fucking tree, does it? So yeah.
Oh, did you hear about Daniel Ulock?
No.
No, it was on someone's live stream and they done a map by accident.
Did a what by accident? A map?
A map, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I missed it, so I just got told about it. So
what a numpty.
Yeah. I thought I'll have to mention it on my channel when I do a live stream.
Yeah.
You can't live that one down, can you? Yeah.
Bath time or sleep? Well, it's whatever's more. I think you should have a bath, then go to sleep, Andy.
Yeah.
Lord. Yes.
Everybody so you've been up to out and out?
No, like I said, I went to somebody's house on Friday and I did some filming. It was out on Monday and I'm out again filming some videos soon. So, yep.
Yeah, you look like Richard Hammond on your video, don't you reckon?
Yeah, she looks like she's cornering really hard, like, yeah. Getting some G-force in, like.
Not talking about a chair, I'm talking about the video she put out. And the thumbnail, she sat there with a person, like a fellow, and he looks like Richard Hammond.
Yeah, he's called Simon as well. The guy that I did the video and the interview with, he's called Simon.
Yeah.
So yeah,
she surrounds herself with people called Simon.
No, I don't. Throw a coconut at a random person in chat. Oh, have fun with that, dude. But yeah, I'm meant to be going back to do more filming when he's finished building up the other wall, but got to wait for that. And I'm going to try and ring somebody to try and do an interview around their house. Why not? It's better.
We will have to give a new name, not a new James, a new name to Jackie Green's cats and things. We have to call her Jackie Green Cats and G-Force now. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Which might explain the rather extended features that she has going on.
No. No.
G-Force could do some very strange things to appendages. Yeah, that explains everything now. Like,
God. Must put some weird shit in that bloody beer of yours.
Talk of the devil. Here's Daniel Ulock on the chat now.
Ulock.
Look.
Yeah. You could change that to something else at the time now, because just mentioned, don't know whether you've seen it or nothing.
That'll be.
But we're talking about the time you was on the live stream and you laid down and something fell out. You done a Mr. Vault. Yeah, well, so we're not going to let you lie. It literally, it was got to keep it going for you. Yeah. All right, nice one, bro.
Maybe we should start repronouncing Daniel Ulock as something else. Like the Flash, the TV series, The Flash. Yeah, right. There's he's called Sherlock, which it's very bit like a look, isn't it? Sherlock, a look, but like they said, in the series, the character who's called Sherlock is like, no, it is not Sherlock, it is Sherlock.
Oh, look, there's some
and everyone's names. Never gets it right. They always get it wrong. So, like, Ulock is Sherlock, but it's like Sherlock. It's like you got it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, what was he saying?
Tom wants to know when you'll be doing competitions, Will.
Yeah, I've got to get back onto that one. I'm not
Yeah,
being
you
well.
need to.
I'm not being well, like you say. Fair enough, I'm well now and stuff. But before, I was
Yeah.
speaking to someone on the phone, and I had to tell him to stop while I had to throw up, basically. Yesterday it was the same with Matt. I was talking to Matt, and next thing he's like, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, sorry about that."
Well,
So
you need to make some plans for when you're doing it.
As he
that's what I mean. You
collapsed, I
need
thought,
to once I feel well enough, I've got to
Yeah.
go through all my videos, and there's quite a few videos to go through. Pick certain ones out which have got dates or numbers in or whatever, so you can use it to open the safe. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, it sounds a bit complicated, but basically, I've hit 2,000 subscribers, nearly 2,500 now, and I was doing a live giveaway on 2,000 subscribers.
I'm
Yep.
I'm getting fucking scared, folks. He's catching up. Jesus. Fucking
No, not that much.
stop coming on here and helping him fucking get promoting his channel. Fucking hell, what am I doing? What am I doing? My wife's gonna kill me.
You haven't got a wife.
Yeah.
But I had a
That's what you
stroke.
think. That's what
I
you
had a
think.
stroke just before Christmas as
Oh,
well.
it's the dog. She's called Angel. You're married to the dog.
No, I rent a Japanese rental wife service so that when people come round, I can have a shave and I can go, look, I've got a real wife. I'm a real man now. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I had a stroke just before Christmas, and since then I haven't been feeling myself, and that's why I've not been putting out as much content I had to, or I wanted to, and doing live streams. So like you
Urban
explained,
Legend, they all want you to put out, mate. They've been waiting for ages, but like they're
I
still
know
waiting. You need to put out for your
I've got
fans.
loads.
Only fans, put out. Please put
I've
out.
got loads to put out. I've got this Bellevue Dog Stadium and all that. Yeah,
Oh, bloody hell.
still not done. So I've got loads of stuff there that needs sorting out and throwing out, but
They
it's
want
just
it,
when
mate.
I'm feeling well enough to do it. Know what I mean?
Right, Bearded.
And if I'm having a good few days, that's when I start feeling better to start working then.
AOW's off. Oh my god. Never mind, mate. You go and I know what you're probably going to do. You're going to be reading stories to Tom. So
Yeah,
go and sort him out. And you'll have to tell us which story you're going to read him to get him to go to sleep, because kids are buggers for going to sleep, aren't they? Unless they're distracted, you know. So
yeah. But it's great how he's looking after
he's not.
his son and stuff like that. But saying that, he has to, didn't he? Because what else he's got to do?
Yeah.
After what happened, bless them both.
Yeah, bless you both, sir. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bearded realities in the house as well. Yeah, mate.
Miranda, no, it isn't. It's a backdrop that he's used. It makes him look like he's sat outside. He isn't.
Sitting outside, no, it's just a back screen, like a back picture.
Nissan Dory says, I'm blocked AF. We won't say what the AF means at the moment. FFS. Thank you for the polite terminology, but yeah, you're blocked, are you? What does blocked mean? Does that mean you can't go to the you can't go to poo-poos because it is all backed up like into last week? Yeah.
Could be one of the two then, couldn't it?
Oh, drunk. Just drunk. Oh, that's all right. You can just get more drunk. He goes in one end, he comes out the other. It does happen. Yeah.
Oh, sugar.
What have you been up to, Matt? Jackie's told us what she's been up to. Have you been up to anything, or are you being a good boy?
I've had a casual week because of a few things, like life sends you these like interesting curveballs, and you have to go, oh, all right, I have to deal with that now. So I've just been like, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to watch some TV, and then I'm like, right, well, that would be if I actually did that and watched not TV, because I don't watch TV because TV's shit. But if I watch some programs, like stream some programs that I like watching, but I spent most of the week actually getting drunk, watching the Senate hearing about UFOs, and then getting drunk again and watching more of it, and just watching it and watching it and watching it and thinking, do you know what? I so hope this is gonna come to pass. I so hope the secrecy is gonna break. I so hope this is gonna knock it on the head once and for all, because I've had a frigging guts full of living since I had my first UFO sighting, of like researching the subject, speaking to people, reading books, going all over the world with the subject of UFOs. And it always gets knocked back and back and back because of the secrecy, and because of the bullshit. And I'm just like, oh, we're so close. We're so close. Please don't let this be bullshit, because I've there's been so many times over the years when I've gone, oh, that sounds so good. Wow, that's gonna break it open, and it just flops. But this is different. This is different this time. This is very different. And I'm so, don't let this become a flop, please.
There's a lot of vibes about it. A lot of people talking about it, and you've basically just been analysing it, haven't you? Basically, over the last week, basically, yeah.
I've been watching videos of the Senate hearing. I've been watching like body language people who are going into the body language of the people talking and saying like, look what he did there. Look at the eyes, look at the mouth, look at the body language, and they're going through it. And I've been looking at like newspapers, like pro, negative. I'm like absorbing it all. I was really disappointed by the point of view that was put forward by Professor Simon, who I think Will knows about Professor Simon. And he was all, oh yeah, seen it all before. Yeah, it's not going to be anything. Nah, he's like that, and I'm like, mate, have some faith. Have some faith. This guy, 90% of his videos are about UFOs. And when something really big bloody happens, he goes, I can't really get on with this. I'm like, oh man, have some faith. Have some faith,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sounds like a right moron.
Yeah. So, well, he's not a moron. It's just he's one of these like I'll play the sued on the fence, and sort of like try and be skeptical to kind of gain credibility. But it's like, yeah, but we all know UFOs are real. We all know the phenomena is real. Where it comes from and what it actually is may be down to we have to read books or we're going to get told by the government. It's like you either go to UFO conferences or they actually admit there's something going on. But in between those 2 points, read some books, go to conferences, and yes, the government admit. Well, they have admitted now, haven't they? They have admitted that there's stuff they cannot explain. But are they going to go the extra mile and say, and we've got the crashed saucers and bodies, which is what we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting 30 years. 30 years.
Taking a long time, I tell you that. How well known. Well, we'll soon see. But yeah, better not be fake, because that will be fucking gutting.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not only seen Fire in the Sky, I briefly met Travis Walton, at one of the UFO conferences. He was there. And I mean, there's a lot of things that happen to a lot of people that like alter their lives and are very freaky and very strange. And if you go into the alien abduction thing, you look into alien abduction stuff and what's been going on there, that is a very, very strange world,
Yes.
Animal mutilations, like the cow mutilations, still very mysterious, unexplained, lots of things going on there. And on the one end of the scale, you got is it military technology, and on the other end of the scale, you got like, oh, they've been working with the aliens for years. They got underground bases, and they've been working with them. Yeah, and they're abducting humans and experimenting on humans as part of an agreement for exchange of technology. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How the government would sell us out for a little bit of technology. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That I resonate with. Yeah.
I was watching Communion 1989 last night.
I love Communion. I love Christopher Walken in it. It's an amazing performance. It's really good. Just a bit unfortunate that the author of Communion, Whitley Strieber, and I had a little bit of a tiff. And it's funny because when I met him in person, I said, "Hi, Whitley. Hi, I'm the guy you fucked over." And he went, "Oh, I don't even remember. It's a long time ago now." It's like, Hi, Mr. Multi-million-pound author of Communion and Wolfen and many other movies that I've enjoyed over the years, and also I've read all your books. And yeah, when I thought this was a guy who might be able to help, he went and fucked me over, and then didn't even remember who I was when I shook him by the hand and said, "Hi."
Yeah, probably
That's
more
me.
selective memory, more like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. I mean, Mike's where it should be again now.
Yeah.
So
But it is a good movie. It is a good movie, Comedian. I do recommend people give it a try. It's a good movie. It's very strange. Very strange.
I've not seen that one, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, but it's strange.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But it takes you into the world of what if what you thought was real and things are happening you can't explain. It's like your life is just turned upside down, and it's a movie about your life being turned completely upside down in a way you have no control over. That's a very interesting movie.
Just gotta go and get something because somebody forgot something. Oh,
Anyway, I can forgive Whitley for his silliness, because little do they know what they do wrong. That's the way I look at it. Little do they know.
Like you said, Matt, about UFOs and stuff. They are real or whatever, but where they're coming from, and if it is the governments or the officials who run the countries that are producing them, like you say, it opens a lot of stories and or wormholes where people can say, "Why I've been abducted by yous," or whatever. You know what I mean? Or like you say, cow mutilations and stuff. So it is quite hard for them to, if it is true, for the governments and stuff who do run the projects. They have got stuff like that. It's very hard for them to admit to him and then try to explain all the kidnaps and deaths of animals and stuff like that.
Well, here we go, right?
And there'll be other questions as well, won't there?
I'm not going to reveal the plot line of Communion, right? I'm not going to tell you what the plot line is, but what I'll say is a bit of a spoiler for beyond what Communion is, right? Because spoiler, if you don't want to hear the spoiler, right, cover your ears, right? Because Communion is a story about people being abducted, okay? And then
Simon says he's seen it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But beyond Communion, Whitley wrote another set of books, and he was talking about eventually remote viewing or astral projecting out of his body and meeting the aliens on equal terms, and then them inviting him to come out and abduct people with them, but in the astral plane. Very strange.
Yeah,
very strange. But yeah, that's the spoiler for after Communion. It hasn't spoiled Communion, but it just tells you that like his mind has gone on way beyond what went on in Communion. So
I tell you,
yeah.
Marshall.
Who are
Yeah.
the aliens? Are they even us? Maybe it's us. Maybe we are the aliens. And what are the UFOs? Are they government, or are they something internal coming out in a very unusual way?
Exactly.
That's some of it.
They do
Yeah.
say while you're in space, time slows down. So is that us in the future, but yet coming back? And because it's not, I mean,
Sorry.
it's so long in the past. It's now there in the past. If you know what I mean, it's time reality sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, like you say, it might be ourselves, but we're thinking they're aliens when obviously, if it's ourselves, it's not.
Well, everyone thinks time is a constant, as in, like, what's 10 seconds for me here is 10 seconds for me somewhere else. So it's like, well, no, it's not actually, because guess what? If I'm at sea level, the Earth is turning at a certain speed. So my speed going around the planet at sea level is different to somebody that's in Everest or in a plane really high, because they're going further out faster. Yeah. So even on a mountain, there's a time difference. And it might be very, very small when you're talking about on Earth. Yeah. But it gets much bigger when you get into bigger speeds and traveling faster and faster with rockets going through space and things like that. Then the time difference becomes different. Yeah. And this kind of concept of time dilation is something that, a lot of people don't realize. It's like, well, hang on, if I'm traveling around this speed at sea level, and if I go to a mountain, I'm traveling at a different speed. So my time is different to the time down at sea level. My speed at height is slower on that mountain than the guy at sea level. Well, take it even further. We're not just rotating on a planet at a certain speed. Our galaxy is going through the universe at a certain speed. And the Earth isn't going around the sun like this. We're actually traveling downwards through space, because the galaxy isn't just moving sideways, it's going down through space. So we're actually traveling in multiple directions, and those speeds affect how we experience time. So guess what? If we were speaking to somebody else who was in a different galaxy, whose galaxy might be spinning slower, yeah, then we'd be going, "Hi, how are you?" And they'd be going, "Yeah, I'm all right." Because their galaxy is moving at a different speed. It might be moving away from us, so the difference is going to be massive. Whereas the difference will be different if you're coming towards each other. Well, it's not actually, because it's relative speed wherever you are. But the speed of our galaxy means that our galaxy is running at a certain time frame. Yeah. And other galaxies might be spinning faster or might be moving away faster. So they're going to be at different time frames. So this whole thing of, like, time is a constant, speed of light is a constant. It's not, you know.
Yeah.
These things are different on the perspective of where you are in the universe and how the speed of where you are in the universe is relating to other things in the universe. Time is not the same.
Trips is saying there UFOs can be alien drones. Just an idea. I reckon there would be, because at first you don't know whether the planet's hostile or not, and that's why you send out a reconnaissance vehicle, i.e., a drone, and that's probably where, who knows, where the government found these crash craft and re-engineered it, basically. Yeah. But
Well,
like you say, who are the aliens? Are they us, or is it like what the back in the day, Egyptians and stuff, or back in them days when the Nile was flowing in, it's all like jungle around there with the pyramids just being built. Back then, they used to worship the gods, and they used to say they came down in like ships and stuff like that. So, like you say, are they aliens? Are they us? But there's lost technology there with the pyramids and the old structures that used to be built throughout civilization. There's signs of machines that shouldn't be existed, that done the work, came cutting lines and stuff like that.
Yep.
Who says that technology, that era, they've not moved away from this planet, went somewhere else. Now they're coming back, visiting us now, and that's why all the technology that they knew has been lost into history, and now we're just refinding it. How to?
Or a lot of things have been suppressed because the powers that be have taken a lot of this knowledge about ancient artifacts, ancient societies which existed, which went and got totally forgotten about. You know, these ancient societies were very advanced in the past, way before we think they should have had the technologies they did have. Yeah, but a lot of this gets suppressed by historians and, you know, museums, archaeologists doing work on it because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit their model of what they say is the, you know, man came at this time, then homo, you know, it was homo correctus, as the subgeniuses would say. Yeah, and then homo sapiens, and then it's like then we built like farms, and we got like, you know, society together and started building buildings, and we developed metals and things like that. And it's like, well, no, there are societies that were back beyond that and things that don't make sense. There are pictures of men riding dinosaurs in cave paintings,
Yeah.
which is like, you know, there's things that don't fit, and when things don't fit, they go, oh, we're not going to look at that. That's silly. That's silly. We only look at what we know. We're not going to look at all this other stuff we don't want to talk about, like aircraft depicted in Egyptian hieroglyphs, helicopters with a blade and a tail boom, a helicopter in hieroglyphics. What were people flying around in helicopters in Egyptian times?
Yeah, if you ask, like you say, primary kids to draw an helicopter, well, they go to draw a very similar image to that.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So it's got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. No, it wasn't Barney Rubble that had a pet dinosaur. It were Fred Flintstone. Somebody got that wrong.
Yeah, Georgie.
Hello, Georgie. Hi, Colonel.
The great thing about science and the great thing about history, and science will always say, we're always like to be proved wrong. But the brilliant thing about science and history is, yes, as we move forward, you continually get proved wrong. So therefore, you know, a lot of things that you say can't be possible are always being revised because you find there were earlier societies, there were earlier, you know, people with writing and with, like, you know, organized societies. So the bar is always getting set back when you finally absorb all of this stuff that you don't want to look at. History gets revised, science gets revised all the time. You know, all the things we think we know about science and physics and the speed of light and the universe and all that, constantly being rewritten all the time. Yeah. So when people say, like, you can't have UFOs because science doesn't allow it because the laws of physics, you cannot change the laws of physics, Captain. Right. Well, isn't it funny how science is always changing its mind all the time about what is there and what is the possibility? And I think, wow, one day science will catch up with where we're actually experiencing all this weird shit out there. Science is going to catch up eventually, you know, but it doesn't like to admit that because it's like, no, we only go with what we know, which is this little thing here in the middle. You go, but what about the outer bits? No, we're sticking with the bits in the middle. We know about these outer bits, but we don't want to talk about that. We just stick with the stuff in the middle.
Hi, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Anyway, rant over. You know.
I know. It's about right, though. They do fucking hard shit. It's always the bloody same.
Aye. It'll be a
Scientists
good
can't.
show what you put on.
Yeah.
When you're discussing it all anyway, proper.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a show where we break down the stuff on the recent Senate hearings. I have to do it. You know,
Cool.
I have to put my 2 penneth in, but
Yeah.
after I get more bars. So yeah.
So you're
Then
gonna get
I'll
more
put my-
information,
then
so you know what you're gonna get, what you're gonna say.
Then I'll fucking learn them. Sorry. Then I'll fucking learn them. Once I've had enough beer, I'll fucking learn them proper.
Oh no, I'm scared. Woo! Nah, you're right.
He's just gonna run on.
Rafi on the Arrow Skunk Works. Fair enough. When is the show? We don't bloody know. Hi Jasper, you all right? Yeah. Who else we got in? Oh my days! Oh, I want that to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be cool. It'd be very cool. But same, he's into all that as well. So he was stood there for a bit of listening. So he sits and watches all this, that, and the other. So I'm not surprised.
Aye.
He's on the same sort of wavelength, so I hear it all. He'd be in the other room. Be listening.
Matt, there's a message on the comments below. There you can see on the screen.
Yeah. My wife's gonna kill me. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you might find that funny.
Yeah. And of course, very similar to the comedy of My Wife's Gonna Kill Me with hand puppets on Vic and Bob was Reg the Runt, I think it was called. Does anybody remember Reg the Runt? It was an animated series done by Aardman Animations.
Oh, yeah.
Aardman Animations, who are normally very clean, yeah, and they did a naughty, twisted little woo for adults. Reg the Runt, yeah, and that's quite funny.
Was Reg a little animal dog thing or something else? It was. Yeah, it rings a bell. I don't know where I've seen that.
Yeah,
I'd probably
it just rings a bell.
From it and be like, oh yeah, because me and him was just the same. And you'll say, don't you remember this? I'm like, no, and then you put it on. It's like, oh yeah, I remember now. So,
yeah,
Greg Mitchell and Corky the dog. It sounds familiar. I can't remember the exact names, but yeah, it's always like his paw would go up. He go, my wife's gonna kill me.
Hi, DK.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. That would invite Miles.
Also,
about
someone said to you about going up to that new bunker that's been opened up or released on YouTube recently. Yeah, I'll check where that is. Bleeding hell.
It's a bit far.
It's 100 miles basically off the north as you can go off the Scotland top.
Yeah, it's very far.
Yeah, so it's like 100 miles once you get to the top of Scotland, then by boat. And I wouldn't like to do that in one of your boats, not disrespecting your boats, but 100 miles there, 100 miles back, 200 miles in North Sea weather. Oh,
jeez.
Yeah, it's it sounds a bit of a lonely place, but I'm surprised it's smashed up as much as it is inside. If you know what I mean, the windows and glass and stuff, it's always smashed no matter where it is.
Helicopters, mate. They've got stealth helicopters, mate. Those copper thieves, mate. They probably they got more shit than we realise. Yeah.
But they get everywhere, don't they? What do you call it? The vandals, basically, or like you say, copper thieves. Yeah, mad.
You're right, Bucharest.
Bucharest is in the house. Hello. But like you say, it is a great place, that though, Matt. All this stuff still in there and stuff.
Yeah. I've got one up my sleeve that's a bit easier to get to that hasn't been widely publicized, but I think when people see it, because this is a bunker with a twist. That's all I'm going to say. And people are going to go, you what? Really? And it's like, yeah, really. A bunker with a very big twist. And that's one That's going to cost a bit of money to go and see, but yeah.
I know one like that. It's a one-off bunker that's been built in the UK. Not saying too much about it. I found out the location of it, and there's not much about it at all on the main TV. There's hardly anything at all on YouTube about it. So yeah, that would be a good one to get into as well. Because like you say, it's a location, but the location itself is not the actual location. It's actually, like you say, some sort of bunker there. And their first location was never open to the public in the first place. So yeah, I'm not saying too much, like you say, but yeah, I found the location of that.
Yeah, I think if I can get my arse into gear, I should take a trip and go and do this, and get it on the map, because it deserves to have a lot more attention. It really does deserve to have a lot more attention from a historical point of view. It's quite remarkable in terms of anything that's ever been built in the UK. It's very, very special and unusual, and it has a twist. And I'm going to just say, just think of something that we've done in the past in the Plymouth area, right? But just think like 100 times more exciting than that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Is it down south or up north or in the mids?
It's in the mid. It's in the mid, but I'm not saying whether it's west or east.
Yeah.
But it's very far west or very far east. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Took the words out of my mouth there, Jackie. Not the first time.
I'm saying, fudge off. Oh dear.
Sounds interesting anyway, Matt.
It is.
Yeah.
I just find it amazing how industrious, the people got when it was like wartime, and what they thought was going to happen during war, and just how far it would make people go, like to build bunkers and put in effort, which is like, superhuman effort to do things that are just like, you think, how would you even do that? How would you do that? And it's like the stuff they pulled off, is stealthily under the radar. People didn't know about it, and then it gets like, oh, look at that. And this is a place that really hasn't received a lot of attention, and I'm just like mind blown by the fact of what they did and how they did it. Yeah.
But also back in the day, like you say, they didn't take the time building them. They rushed through quite quick. They're outside at the size of them, know what I mean, of the place to do. These days, it would take you months, if not years, to do the same thing and cost you a hell of a lot more. Fair enough, I know the price has increased now with modern day age and stuff, but even so, if we've done what we did then, build how we did then, that quick, it will cut the prices down because obviously less work or same amount of work, but in less amount of time, less amount of labour paid and stuff like that. So it would cut down.
Worked for peanuts years ago, didn't they? I mean, people would work on really dangerous projects, but they would do it because of national interest, and all that, But they would work for nothing in really bad conditions, and they would really get some crazy stuff done,
They had to though, because it's like the war, wasn't it? So they had an urge to do it. But these days, there's nothing like that forcing the workers to like a need to get this developed that quick. Know what I mean? More time to drag it out, more money they make because we get paid by the day, or paid by the hour, or paid by the month.
Yeah.
Unions, no down tools because we don't want to work overtime. It'd be all,
When they're like trying to screw people over, and then what happens is like everything else goes up, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, you're getting paid more, but then everybody else is going to buy something, and it's going to cost us more money. So it's like, well, everybody else is getting screwed over as well. Nobody can afford anything.
Yeah.
They don't realise what they're doing. It's like up here, they've had the buses on strike again. And it's like, really? They're doing it at the times when the kids are off. And it's like, so who they're affecting? They're going to be affecting the parents because the kids are not going to, kids, ones that want to go and visit their mates or, get on the bus and go somewhere. They can't because obviously they've done all this shit. And it's like, their own fucking rod for their own backs because they're soon complaining if somebody's going round and they're like, oh, well, I can't go round to my mates because they've done this with the buses again. I know. I'll go and smash up a bloody, a bus shelter or something like that. And it's like, well, your own worst enemy because what's going to happen? They're going to smash that and it's going to cost more money to get it repaired. It's just, they don't really think what they're doing. Same with the post office. The post office I think they've agreed on something now, but that's not the point though. Because what happens, the wages go up and then everybody has to pay more on the bloody stamps, don't they, and postage. They just don't realise. And nobody's got any money.
They had to pay more on the postage and stamps because it got privatised. And the thing is, it's like the post office can't compete with other carriers, postal carriers, because it's artificially bullshit high raised prices. And why? Because they got a monopoly. So they sold it off and then doubled the prices of the stamps because it'd been sold off. But it's like, but you sold it off, but aren't you embracing where this industry is? Nah, we're just in it for the money. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, nothing's like the way it used to be. Like when we used to have things like British Rail and proper Royal Mail, but no, it isn't because there's nothing that's got the British stamp on anymore. It's all bloody foreign shit, unfortunately. And it's just there's nothing. We've got nothing to show for in this country anymore. It's all been sold off and screwed up. I've still got, because I used to collect badges when I was younger, and I've still got a badge that actually says British Rail on it.
Yeah.
Got loads. I've got badges from bloody 60s, 70s, all sorts that I kept. And I'm glad now.
I do have to sort of say, I think in the UK, we do like to think a lot of our mail and our rail and our transport system, but I mean you go to other countries and it's like people just have their minds blown because it's like you go to Germany, the roads are clean, they're flat, they're straight, you know what I mean? And it's like, and you can drive at any speed you want because there's no restrictions because, well, why would you want to restrict people with fast cars that can drive fast? If you've got a shit car, you drive slow. Because who's going to drive like a little shitbox car at 80 miles an hour when it's swerving over the road because it can't handle it? But like if you've got a car that can do 160 and it stays straight as a die and it stops on a bloody penny, why not allow people to use that? If you've got a fast car that can do it and you're a good driver that can do it, why not let people do it? And in the UK, the kind of mentality is, no, we bring you all down to the lowest common denominator. We say, well,
doing this crap with the clean air and people are getting charged as soon as they leave the bloody house. And it's like, the people that are bloody penalising are the ones that bloody work. They've got to get in the cars and go to work because flipping local transport's always on bleeding strike. It's not the trains, it's the buses or something else. It's like, they're bloody stupid. They really are.
I've been driving in Germany on the autobahns.
Yeah.
And I'd be doing 110 because that's all I could get out my car. And people were still overtaking me. Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, because if it can do it and it's safe and you know what you're doing, the responsibility is with you. Not for the government to go, oh, no, we can't give you that sort of responsibility. No, you have to be nannied and told what to do. We have to tell you what to do on the roads because we can't trust you. Well, in Germany, it's like, no, actually, if the quality of the vehicle is good enough, you can actually do more speed than, other cars. So why do we restrict people? And it's like, because we're living in a nanny state that tells us what we must think and what we must do and what time we must go to bed. Because it's too late now. You should be in bed now because you got work in the morning. Why are you up at this time of night, sir? It's a little bit late, isn't it? Say the police officers regularly when we're out. It's like, well, no, it's not. You're out. You work at night. I'm out.
We're working at night. What time you're out? You could be going
We're working at night, officer. Yeah.
As if they're the only ones that can be out at night. I don't fucking think so.
You know,
My tree and they do.
yeah, there's so many things in this country which are just like out of kilter. Like you go abroad and you go, oh, bars are open all night, pubs are open all night, foods are open all night. You know, things are in the middle of the night. You know, there's not a problem with it. They don't have a big hang up about it. Like some countries don't have a big hang up about male changing, female changing. For like Sweden for donkey's years, you got unisex changing. If you're a big enough man that his penis is not going to shrivel up because you're changing in front of a woman, you're changing the same fucking thing. They have. I've been on like Swedish ships going across the sea, and it's a unisex sauna, and like I'm not sitting there with a fucking towel over me like hiding my bits when I'm in the sauna, and neither are the women because we're adult enough to fucking get over it, you know. You come to the UK and it's like, fucking, somebody's looking at my tits. Fucking grow up.
What?
Bleeding hell. I take it you don't live in Ireland. I take it you live in the UK. That's mad.
Takes the piddle, that. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, whoever posted that's got the money worth, haven't they? It's travelled well up to now.
You know, you go to foreign countries and you can often be shocked by the standard of living, how it's much higher than in this country. You know, how people earn more money and it's like things cost more, but they earn more. You know, and I was really shocked the other day to hear, like I was watching an American news channel and they were saying UPS drivers are on strike. UPS, I've just had a problem with UPS because they returned a parcel to me. We won't go into it because I won't bore you with that. But anyway, UPS, one of the most expensive parcel companies in the world. And, you know, like I was thinking, okay, it's interesting. Oh, they're on strike, are they? And they said, yeah, because they get $40 an hour at the moment. UPS drivers.
Can't drive or anything, but fucking hell.
But they want $50 an hour. And I'm like, translate that into UK money, right?
Yeah, it's a hell of
drivers in the UK ain't getting £40 an hour. Yeah. £30 an hour. They ain't even getting that. I bet you they're not even getting £20 an hour. I would be surprised if they're getting £10 an hour. And they're moaning in the United States about, UPS drivers not happy because they're on $40 an hour and they want 50. And UPS will pay it. But who ends up paying it at the end of the day? It's the people who are paying for the UPS bills because they're the most expensive company in the frigging world to send your shit with. Yeah. But those drivers, and they got 20,000 drivers in the US, apparently, all on £40 an hour. But pretty soon they're going to be getting $50 an hour. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I mean, like, come on, folks. I know you've got to have like private healthcare in the US as opposed to in this country. But I mean, if those people could earn that money and put it in a bank and then come over and live in the UK, they'd be fucking minted. They'd be buying fucking mansions.
Yeah, they would be.
Yeah.
Jeez.
50 quid an hour, bleeding hell. That's not bad, is it, really? You think about it. Do a 10-hour shift. That's 500 quid.
This is why various countries in the world, they don't like you having news channels from abroad. And they're all up in the arms, getting all this stuff across the internet. And you're seeing what the real price is, what they pay in this country versus what we pay in this country, what they get paid in that country versus... Because the disparity is massive.
Hi, Anthony H.
The disparity is glaring. The different standards of living in different countries and how we think we're up there. We ain't up there. we're up our own fucking arses. If in my person, train drivers want £60 plus per hour, but it's a very responsible job. You've got a lot of people's lives in your hands, more than an aircraft pilot, because there's a lot more people on a train than an aircraft. But I would say there's a lot more learning has to go into being a pilot than being a train driver. But sorry if that offends anybody, but yeah.
Average wage in UK is 16 an hour. Bloody shit, though, still.
Yeah.
Still shit. We're behind in the times still. We're still in the bloody, Yeah,
you can earn £17 an hour and you can work 80 hours a week and you still haven't got enough to pay your rent.
Yeah, because the bloody rent's extortionate.
Yeah.
I've heard quite a few people complaining about that. Not good.
Talking of that, my bleeding car insurance has gone up £40 a month.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll be looking for a new car insurance soon, by the looks of it.
You paying per month, so you can cancel it and then you can go on to a new one. It's per month.
Yeah, per month.
Yeah, you're best off looking around then. Yeah, because they
got to charge me for cancelling it, but that's about £50. But overall, I'm saving a good few £100, I reckon, just by cancelling it. I'm moving somewhere else. It'll be worth it.
The government official term, I'm sure, it's a Charlie Oscar Charlie Kilo Sierra for insurance companies. They are Charlie Oscar Charlie Kilo Sierra.com. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's expensive. My car insurance has gone up 175 a year. Some people's have gone up more than that, I've heard.
Yeah, mine's gone up at like £500 or £500 a year. So if you work it out,
got no claims on it as well. It should really go down, not up.
Yeah, I did have an accident. Someone crashed into us the other year, didn't they?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
but that wasn't my fault, so I can't see it going up.
No, it shouldn't do.
No.
They're the ones that have to pay your.
It's funny as well. The older you get, the cheaper your insurance gets.
Meant to.
It's meant to, but they don't treat you with loyalty. So they actually put your premiums up, and then you have to change companies if you want to keep it low. But they go, oh yeah, we got a good deal for you, and actually it's more than last year, which is bollocks. Yeah. So, but here's the interesting thing: the older you get, the cheaper it gets. However, the older you get, the more of a can't actually see anymore, but I haven't got a prescription. I'm actually registered blind, but I'm still driving on the road. And a lot of old people on the road cause a lot of accidents. And guess who else cause accidents? Now, ne'er be it for me. You call me a racist, call me an old-fashioned bastard, call me a bag of chicken necks tied up with twine. That's an Lexi Sale joke. But right. There's a lot of people driving in this country on foreign driving licenses. Yeah, and guess what? Yeah, foreign driving licenses, when you gained it in Uganda or India, it's very different to the UK.
Yeah, because obviously different rules, isn't there?
Yeah. And like stopping at traffic lights or understanding about, perception awareness about who's around you and not giving a shit. Yeah. I've seen some people, call me a racist, but I've seen some people on the roads and it's like, this is a little box where I just play with the wheel and it drives down the road. And they don't actually have any awareness of what's going on around them at all.
No, I've seen people like that in small cars, going down the road, cars parked this side, cars on the other side. Enough room for two cars in the middle. They start coming down, even though there's a car either side, there's plenty of room. You carry on going, just stop, because they can't judge your space. So what I do, I stop. And then they start moving, and I start moving. Know what I mean? So just to what's going on? There's plenty of room. Keep going. Know what I mean? Why have you stopped? Is a hazard that I've not seen or what? But get loads of people like that, even in the small vehicles, like you say.
I've seen some people driving around in burqas, and I swear that
I know
like putting on blinkers is not good for a driving experience.
no, because you can't see.
No.
You're meant to see from like how the hell you can see?
But ne'er day me to be naysaying the fact that people can come over from other countries and simply walk in with a foreign driving license and suddenly jump down the vehicle in the UK, and suddenly they know all our laws and everything's cool. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah.
But even Top Gear picked it up. They went to a different country and sat a driving test. And basically, like you say, all you have to do is get in the car, drive forward, round the circle, and that's about it. And then maybe reverse if that. Yeah. And obviously, it's a Top Gear. They're going to fail once or twice on purpose for entertainment views. But like you say, the tests are valid over there. Once they get a license, when they come over here, it's valid for a certain amount of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it 6 months or 2 years or something? I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Then you got to then apply for a UK license.
Yeah, there's even places in the UK, right? Here's a little loophole for you folks, right? If anyone's got dyslexia or doesn't like doing exams or anything like that, right, and is worried about doing their driving test, right? There are places in the United Kingdom where you can go and you can literally sit in the car, put it in first, drive forward 100 feet, put it in reverse, drive back 20 feet, and then they go, you've passed, right? No exams, no theory. Yeah. There are places in the United Kingdom where you can do that, but they're not on the mainland. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, a lot of them probably go over there and take the test then. The ones that I've seen driving around here.
There's even a place in the United Kingdom where, without having any instruction from a driving instructor, right? Check this out. There's places in the United Kingdom where you can get in a car and drive without a driving instructor, not having any anything about the car at all, right? And you can drive around on a provisional. You could drive around on a provisional, having had no instruction, right? And then all you have to do is your test, which is this stupid little test of like you can drive forward and you're going to put it in reverse. There's places like that in the UK where you can drive on a provisional and then put forward for your license. And all you have to do is a couple of feet forward and a couple of feet back, and you can get your license, right? In the United Kingdom, right? Where the rules are not the same. Not everywhere is the same. Yeah.
Yeah. But Matt's not saying if you can't drive, go to these places, get a license. Matt's not saying that.
No, Matt's saying you probably want to get proper lessons with a proper instructor. Yeah.
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 I'm not feeding you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good boy.
I passed my driving test first time. What about yourself?
I passed it first time, but I think it's good. It's good to be in a pressured environment, to do it. It's good to have pressure. It's good to put you under a proper test, test your skills, and catch you out, the braking when you least expect it, you got to brake, and it's like they're looking for your confidence and they're looking for your awareness, your situational awareness, But like there's some places where that doesn't even come in.
I can remember 2 minors on mine, or I can remember at least one of the minors. Yeah. Coming up to a junction, it's giveaways, and there's a bus turning right where I was. Wants to come down my way, the road I'm on, and that was on my left hand side. And basically, I went forward in front of the bus. I went past only to give the bus enough room to actually take the corner, if you understand what I mean.
Mm.
So the driving test manager, or I think the test driver,
Yeah.
mentioned to me. I says, I checked, made sure it's all clear, and obviously the bus needs to get down there. I couldn't like just sit there and cause traffic havoc. So he let us off with that. It's just like a minor tick. Or
Yeah, but the thing
should
is,
have you should have really gave the bus driver to
yeah,
turn first.
they
That's what he
always
said.
say
Yeah,
give buses priority. You know,
yeah,
give a bus or a large vehicle priority because it's harder for them to slow down, it's harder for them to turn, and all this sort of stuff. But if you can see that they are not going to be able to turn because where you are is like they're not going to be able to get past you. So either you're going to have to reverse or give them more space, or it might just be easier just to go quickly through and out, and then they get a total clear space. See, there are, I think you can kind of mitigate it. You know,
yeah. That's what he said. He said, under circumstances, and see why you did that. So I'll let that go.
there you
But
go.
yeah, obviously, it's one of them situations where, like you say, it's puts you under pressure,
Yeah.
and that's what the test is there for, to
Leave it near where the
see
cat
whether you
can
can
get it.
handle stuff like that
Yeah,
and make the right decisions. And
yeah,
obviously, I got my license first time, so I've done something
yeah,
right.
I drank it yet.
yeah.
Also, I did threaten him with a blowjob from my ex-girlfriend if he didn't pass me. And he heard how bad they were, so he definitely passed me for that. Know what I mean? He went,
Yeah,
I don't want one of them. I don't want one of them.
yeah. That's
You
it.
know, I'm a
Yeah,
license. That part, everyone, it's only a joke. Yeah, bit of sense of humour on the channel, liven things up.
yeah,
That's all it is all about. These
yeah.
live chats.
They are.
RWR says, why is the UK government spending millions on cycle lanes that nobody uses? Yeah, very good point, isn't it? Yeah.
Because they're asses, that's why. They've got nothing else better to do.
Because there's so many people out there who really want to cycle to work in the rain. Yeah.
Yeah,
They, they,
obviously,
they,
yeah.
they would much rather cycle to work and spend an hour on a bike in the rain getting wet than driving in the dry in a car. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Really? Yeah, of course they want
Yeah.
to use it. Of course they want to use a bike. Yeah, yeah,
People won't start cycling more, though.
yeah. It's not a big take up for it, though, is there?
Irish Mag 58.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of older people take to these electric bikes now because it's easier for them to get around. No, the ones. Well, I don't know whether they're the ones that used to cycle or not, but I've seen a lot more older people, like you say, cycling recently on the electric bikes, and obviously it makes sense. Know what I mean? It's easier for them to get around.
Well, it can be as long as they've got good sense of balance,
Yeah,
because they could end up falling over and hurting themselves. But
Yep.
I mean, it's Gaza. Cycle lanes are full of exhaust fumes anyway. So yeah,
Exactly.
it's like the cyclists become like the trees. They just absorb the fumes and just give off positive fumes instead. Like the person becomes the filter. Yeah.
and cycle lanes as well. If you know the area, you wouldn't use them. You'd cut through the estate or down little side roads, make your like journey a little bit shorter because you know the area.
Well, come
So
on. We
that's
know that
probably
the bloody
why.
councils are going to spend their money on pointless shit. You know they are. They always do. We have pointless, things you see around in the town. And you go past and I've seen people, well, I've been in taxis and whatever, and you go past and it's like, oh, I see the youths have just wrecked it again. Well, they'll just put another one there and they'll wreck it again because it's just more money for things that are just pointless when they should be spending money on things that are a bit more useful.
Yeah,
They do it all the time.
And that's probably why you don't see many people on the actual cycle lanes. Only when there's going to work maybe, But a lot of people will just use the back streets anyway on the cycles, on the pedal cycle.
Well, I mean, the pedal cycle lanes are nothing like you got in like the Netherlands, where you got like, a lot of people are cycling to work, every day. It's like in Britain, you got all these cycle lanes where it's like 100 cars for like 0.01 bikes. It's like 1,000 cars for one bike. And it's like, why do they push something that people aren't really gravitating to? And they're like, well, it's all there for you. Just when you're ready to go, on your bike, we're all there for you. And it's like, yeah, but nobody wants to, because I mean, it's all right in London, perhaps. It's all right in some places where you've got a short distance to go. But I live in Wiltshire, right?
Yeah,
And it's like it's like 6 miles to my local town, and it's through some really windy, shitty lanes where cars are going to slow down and 30 cars are going to back up in order to overtake one cycle. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, great for the cyclist, but it's like the cyclists are not outnumbering the cars. The cars are outnumbering the cyclists. And the whole problem is that it makes it dangerous for the cyclists, because there's so much backup that when you overtake, you're having to just like put your foot down to overtake to get round corners and situations. And the backup is so bad that everyone's taking chances on overtaking on really shitty roads with shitty bends where there aren't cycle lanes, because
Hi, Barry.
one person wants to cycle out of 1,000. And there's a danger factor, and like people feel pressured because they got like 30 cars behind them. They feel pressured, like I've got to gun it now to get past them, and it's like it's all like risky business around the cyclists. And it's like nobody wants to see a cyclist get injured, but nobody wants 30 cars behind them all getting fucking stressy and up their arse as well. So it puts pressure. It's pressure on something that really, if it's promoted, and everyone's on bikes, it'll be fine. But when you live in Wiltshire, and like for me to get to my nearest city is an hour, it's not like I'm in the city. It's an hour to a city in any direction. It's a 1 hour in every direction to a city. Well, you put cyclists on that sort of thing where everyone's driving cars, and it's going to be cars versus cyclists. It's not nice for the cyclists.
No, it isn't.
No. B says there, they spent millions on a cycle path near her, and it's packed. That must be either around a coastal area or a tourist attraction or something. Because in Manchester, there's loads of cycle lanes, and the only time when they're hammered is when there's a cycle event around the Manchester area.
Yep.
But obviously, it does work in some areas and better than other areas. So it's good to see it working in some areas at least.
Yeah.
I did see Barry Little there somewhere.
Yeah, he is.
Well.
He's there further up. He's under his big bazzer, isn't he? There you go.
Yeah, mate. There, yeah.
And Brady's in as well.
I mean, like devices. I mean, I've been to town council meetings, so I've actually heard them talking about this sort of stuff, and they've said, "Oh yeah, we need to have more charges on parking because we need to get that money to give to the bus companies." And it's like, right, so you're taking money from people who drive cars to give to buses which are empty because there's nobody on them, and it's like, and then you say, oh yeah, but we need that money for other things as well, like mental health. And it's like, no, that's actually illegal. It's illegal to take money from parking to spend it on anything other than transport, right? It's illegal. It's actually illegal. If anybody didn't know this, go and have a look at what I'm saying. Money taken from parking has to go back into transport infrastructure. It's not allowed to go to anything else. And the Devizes Council had a meeting with the Wiltshire Council, and they said, we need this money. We need this money from cars because of all the mental health and everything else that we got going on. And I put my hand in the air and said, excuse me, you're not supposed to be spending that money on that. And they were like, we've got one that can see. It's like the old They Live, you know.
Oh yes.
We've got one that can see, you know. And it's like, no, they're taking money for things they're not legally allowed to take it for. Yeah. And it's like when they say we haven't got enough money for mental health and we haven't got enough money for secured housing and sheltered accommodation and this and that and the other, and we need all this money, and then you see them painting green lines and red lines on the road for like, this is a bike lane, this is the road, and they're painting the roads. They might as well paint it rainbow colored with woke, you know, like, you know, rainbow colored stripes, because it's a waste of money because nobody's using it.
Nope.
Yes, in London, I can totally understand it. It's a different hemisphere. But like in Wiltshire, you're painting our roads in different colors. Yeah. And you're telling us that you need money for mental health and a sheltered accommodation, but you've got money to paint the roads for nobody's riding on them. Yeah.
Got money
Disconnect.
To throw away, haven't
there is a disconnect, you know, between reality and what is really going on, in my humble opinion. I'm sorry to say.
No, that's what they do. They fucking waste the money, and then they're like, "Oh, we need more money."
Yeah, stop painting the frigging roads and take that paint money and put it towards the mental health and the things you actually do need.
Yeah,
there are so few cyclists. They're not a worry because the cyclists are like 1 in 1,000, and people can overtake them, and that's not a problem. You don't need to be forcing forward this idea. Look how much cycle stuff we've put in your town, and painting the whole town red and green, you know, to like have cycle lanes. It's completely irrelevant in a place where everyone uses cars because the distances are massive.
Hey,
yeah.
Pazu.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
It's fine when you live in London and you're only going to be doing a 30-minute cycle ride and it's only a couple of miles. Yeah. But like where I live, yeah, to get to the shops is a fucking 30-minute drive.
Hi, John.
And you can imagine how long that would take you on a fucking bike. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And imagine trying to carry your shopping on that. It's just not going to happen. Really isn't. Oh, where's Matt gone?
Where's Matt gone? Oh. Where's Jackie gone? Must be a technical glitch. 1 second.
Hey, how did I get on here? What's going on? Oh, I don't know. I was just minding my own business, and there you guys appear. Well, how are you? How's it going? Everything good? By the way, Armageddon, do it. 26th of August. You haven't got a ticket, do it. Hello, boys and girls.
I'll just hide Matt just in case if it's not indecent. You all right, John? How's it going? You all right?
John? You're calling John?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's good.
All right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be a bit of a different intro to let you in like that. Know what I mean? Everyone goes, disappears like that. Next thing you're there. Like, even you didn't even know what was going on, know what I mean? but you played it well.
To improvise.
Yeah, exactly. You was put on the spot and you done well there, John.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
Goodbye.
Now he wants paying for that now, doesn't he?
Yeah. So what have you been up to, John?
Yeah.
Anything or nothing, or have you been out on the beer again, getting lost?
No, he saves that for weekend.
No, I've been. I went to Legoland today.
Ooh, how did that go?
With your daughters. Wet. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I've never been. I'm going to go again. I liked it. It's just something to do, you know, much more fun and better than sitting at home on your arse, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Good going to them places now. I love it. When my son rang up the other week and it's like, oh yeah, do you want to come with, with granddaughter? Like, too bloody right. I'm going. You know, you want to.
Yeah, it's quite. It's really hilly though. So people who like my old man come with me and my missus, like obviously, and it's people who like yourself, Jackie, have trouble walking. It's very hilly, so you got to be aware of that.
She has
But
no
other than
trouble
that,
walking. She has no trouble walking. She's just fucking lazy. Get a car.
Can I just say we've got an industrial spy in the house somewhere because they're leaking links to my channel. Don't know how they're doing this. Look, we've got another one turned up now.
Oh,
Hello,
no.
Brady.
Hang on, how's
Hey,
it happen?
how you doing, man?
You're right.
Ready?
All right.
Not too
Right.
bad. It's good to see you.
Brady, it's the wrong picture.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
change
just
that
realised.
picture now.
Oh my God! You mean you living? He's living in the past, and this is a time dilation effect, I think. Yeah.
I'll change that.
Yeah, change that picture.
By the way, Matt, you need to send me that email because I haven't got it yet.
Ow.
Oh bollocks! Look how much this
dropped
picture's
another one.
changed from that one to this one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sadly. Look, there's even.
B-face.
You guys can't be
And under this shoulder. Oh well, maybe not. Under this shoulder. No,
The other one.
Eden Valley drones look is in the way. Sorry.
No. Take it off.
Oh,
Hello.
that's my mistake.
Who's that? See? Who's that?
That's Steve, isn't it?
Steve.
Or is
Mr.
it?
Airborne. Mr. Airborne. Let's come on board.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
What are you doing? Oh, right, there you are.
So, some can't be there. Some now new ones are being there.
I don't know who he is either, Daniel, so.
Well, I've never shagged him, but he looks all right though.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Do you know
I
who
might
he-
remember
Matt,
it
if you
though.
could email that-
Unlike you, Jackie, I might remember it. Sorry.
Right. It's going to be a wild night. Right, Aurelius, be careful.
It is going to be a wild night. Hello.
Gonna be a wild
You're
night.
not going away yet. You can wait.
We've even got a visitor.
Oh, well,
now.
no.
We've got a visitor that thinks I've got
Oh, the
something for her.
puppy!
I have not got nothing for you. I'm so sorry.
Angel.
She's had so many things tonight. She's just angling on. Is there going to be anything else? Go on, make there be something else. Make there be something else. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, you've had loads. You're just being cheeky now. Yeah. But yeah, there we are. Look.
Ooh. Cool.
Carl has still got to be confirmed. We've got to confirm with Carl.
Yeah.
Dan has had to drop out because he's
In Europe.
he forgot about it and he's busy. But this guy here
Yeah.
had forgotten about it. But I had a long chat with him and I said, "You remember sending me the photo for that? That's his photo. He sent me that."
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, "You sent me this photo, so do you remember now?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "So you're going to come now?" And he's like, "Well, who's going to be there?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, these people are going to be there." When he heard who was going to be there, he said, "Oh, fucking hell, I'll change my mind now. I'm definitely coming now. I'm fucking coming." I'm like, "I'm glad we reminded you." I'm glad we reminded you because it's not going to be you in a room with just me and two like underage teenagers or something. You know what I mean? It's fucking. There's a lot of fucking explorers going to be there. So yeah, come. And he said, "Yes, I forgot. I'm coming." Bless him. He's had a lot on his plate this year. This guy has had a few others, but he's had a lot on his plate.
Mm.
But yeah, things like that we spoke to people about this 4 or 5 months ago, didn't we, John? Was it quite a long time
Yeah.
now? And it's
Oh,
it's a long time to forget, isn't it? It's and
Yeah.
So I'm glad now. Oh, there we go.
Cool.
Yeah,
Lenny.
Stop.
it's Lenny.
That's a Lego pit. I'll send it to you, Brady, because it's not coming up properly on here. But hang on,
Oh.
I'll just send that
Oh,
to you.
I'm getting Ubers. Ubers are coming through. Fuck me.
Reactive. It's like, come on.
It's all right, it's on silent. You can't hear it.
Yeah. So,
Because I just do that and it's gone. There we go. Can't see it now.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know they're watching the old show, then, isn't it? Know what I mean?
Oh,
At least
yeah, they
Give it your watch time, mate. It's all good. Don't worry.
They watch everything, and they're very upset by the fact that we're having fun.
we are.
Oh, what they doing today? What they doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck them. Matt, can you send me that email? Because I didn't receive one if you sent it.
I did, but let me just have a look. Oh, do you know what? I tell a lie. It is sitting there, and I haven't put the email in it. I haven't put the picture in it. The email is there, but not the picture in it, and I haven't pressed send. You are right. You are very right. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
No problem,
My
mate.
bad. My
Because
bad.
I'll get it sorted tomorrow, then. I'll send
Yeah.
it later on.
There it goes. Send. No, I set the email up, but I didn't drop the picture in it. I wanted to add one more photo of one more person who apparently, by the way, take this. I haven't spoken to him. John maybe hasn't spoken to him yet, but there's somebody else who wants to come as well. Apparently,
I haven't spoken to anyone, so
right. Well, there's maybe two even that want to come. But My Urban Explorer, who I have met. I have met this guy. Yeah. He's on about coming, or Andrew is kind of is negotiating this, and we need to make sure. So take it as a and then Dave, Abandoned World Explorer, is going to bring a very special guest with him.
Cool.
That people who are fans of Abandoned World Explorer's channel will be very pleased about seeing. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. So, you lose some, you gain some more.
Indeed, sir.
What are you doing?
But eventually, like bit by bit, we're getting more high-res photos of people as well, So, So it's all going to be good. It's all going to be good. It's like the vibe is high, the feeling is high about people want to come, and
it's not there. So whoever's put that, he isn't there. He isn't in chat. Somebody's saying, somebody said hi Dinkum, and he isn't in chat because other people are saying they can't see him. His name, he hasn't come up. He would have said something by now. So somebody's obviously need their eyes testing.
No, right.
I can't see Dink.
No, I can't see
exactly.
him either. Yeah.
So I don't know who the fudge said that because he ain't there.
I should read the chat more though, shouldn't I? Really, I'm always guilty of this. Yeah.
Going to be a wild night of debauchery. Yes, it probably will be.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, it's like, various explorers who want to come that we haven't necessarily spoken to. If they want to contact John, contact me if you want to, but contact John or me. We are very.
Anyway.
We're pretty easy. We're pretty easy to get hold of because my email address and contact details are on every single video on my channel and on my about page. So it's not hard. If you want to be there, and you think that you should be there, well, be there. It's like, come, tell us you want to come, and you might even get a free don't have to pay come thing, because if you've got a channel and you're doing stuff and you're active, you might even get given a free pass. So what's to lose?
VIP, a VIP.
Yeah.
Maybe. Depending who you are, if I know who you are.
There's some people on a no list, but they're only people who threaten to stab us and kill us. So
Aye.
do you blame us for saying no to some people? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
If you're wondering where I keep jumping off to every 5 minutes, it's because I'm not well. So just letting everyone know.
Just do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people to cover where you are, so you're right, mate. Just
thanks for your support, everyone.
If anybody wants to Amazon some toilet paper to Urban Legend UK, right?
Amazon now.
Shit, I'm gonna go and hide my toilet roll then.
Yeah.
I buy mine in bulk. I bulk buy mine.
Bulk buy it.
Yep. I always do.
So you, Brady, I heard some what's gone on and all that, and my heart goes out to you and your family and stuff like that.
Buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from that, have you been up to anything else? Or
I've just took some time out and just been working and just getting on with stuff, really, mate. To be honest, I've got some videos to put out, so it's all good. But yeah, I've just had a bit of me time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I thought you might be doing. Yeah, because obviously what's happened, you need a bit of time to yourself.
Yeah, it was Friday.
Have you gave any thoughts about that behind you, looking out for that place, being a caretaker for it?
I actually inquired about it, and I'll see what they say. I said I'm willing to help out. They'll have to give me plenty of notice, so I could just get the time off. But yeah, I'd be up for it. Why not?
Yeah, can you imagine it, folks? We go up there to see Riddimoon, and the guy that's taking you around is Brady. And all those buildings that the others said you can't go in, he'd be going, you can go and have a look around the corner.
Yeah. And who knows, we might be able to have like some sort of Armageddon there, maybe.
Say that. Good point.
Armageddon 2, The Return.
Yeah.
What you mean? Like, reactivate the production of mustard gas and nuclear fissile materials back on the menu, folks. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking naughty.
Because a lot of people didn't realize. I mean, they haven't seen the video yet, but a lot of people may not have realized, even people who lived in the area, that they didn't just develop mustard gas there, which was naughty enough, but they were working on the atomic bomb in the place.
Yeah, the birth of it.
Yeah, and then sheds on it.
I didn't even know it was the start of the atomic birth there.
Yeah, the decontamination little sheds as well, where they got changed. That was cool.
Yeah. Videos coming soon, folks.
Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully, fingers crossed. Sunday for
my tunnel one is out, but I haven't done the other bit yet because of a certain building that we went in and got shouted at.
Yeah. Oh, I cleverly edited that so it doesn't even appear like it was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get around that, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. The only thing is, there's a woman coming round and saying something in the background while we're trying to listen to this other woman who's giving us the history of the place. So you just got to ignore what she's saying behind. Just listen to the woman in front.
You can. I'll send you my audio track over if you want to use it, because you just get the one woman then, because it's like it was brilliant. I had a radio mic on the woman that was talking to us about the history, right? And I walked around her and I was going like this, and chatting to the woman in the background about what we weren't supposed to be doing, but you can't hear any of it because we're on a radio mic to the woman who I'm pointing the camera at whilst I'm talking to the woman who goes, "You can't do that." And it's like, you can't hear any of it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, you offered us that audio before, but is it worth me throwing it in? Suppose it might be, because
If it
I
if it
can,
helps clean the differentiation, because you don't want one person say
yeah,
one thing in the background and one.
causing conflict
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the tools. Yeah. Also, yeah, it's one that side, that part, and there's another little clip where I wander away from the group while you're still talking.
Yeah.
So I could like use that little bit into the actual video as well.
It's always easy to mask things with like a cutaway shot of something else, and then you don't. People. The thing is, people don't realize what you do with editing can be actually quite magical. You can actually hide things you didn't want people to see, and promote things you did want them to see, and all the audio could be different bits from different bits, and it's like amazing what you can do. Magic of editing is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have to do that one. 1 minute.
Hope you get.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. People who watch your videos don't know how much editing goes in behind it. If you know what I mean, just to get it just right, so you're not getting like overspill of words or speech that shouldn't be in there, or you don't want people to hear. Not just that, but other things as well. So it's pretty cool.
Well, my video's a bit funny because I've left, as I do, I leave loads in, and the lady who's taking us on the tour, she's very funny because she's going, "Where's everybody gone? I'm probably gonna get in trouble now because I don't know where everybody is."
Yeah, we disappeared, didn't we? We all disappeared to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like
I have to come and get you and tell you you're not allowed down that way, wrong way.
Yeah. Comedy gold, because it's like she doesn't know. There's loads of people all over the place, and she's trying to
I
give
can't wait to listen to this.
She's trying to give a talk, and it's like, yeah, well, I think you're all here, but there's only half of you here now. So where are the other half gone? It's like, aha. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though,
it's all good though. It's all good.
She did a great job.
Good job. She did a very good job. Fair play.
She did, bless her. She did.
Really
very professional. Yeah, both of them, both the ladies were.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly, but it's like they go in, "Oh, you're not supposed to be over there. You're not supposed to be over there." So
I think it's more an experience for them than it was for us.
I think it was, to be fair.
It's like we never had anyone like that in here before. We don't know what's hit us.
Oh yeah. Well, Subterranea Britannica, who organised it, one of the persons involved with Subterranea Britannica, he got a load of people in who were, we're obviously from different, areas. We've got a lot of history knowledge already. We're not just coming there. We're not just the general public who are coming there going like, oh, really? Wow. We're going like, well, what's over that bit? What's over this bit? Yeah, it's like we are a little bit more lively than probably the normal crowd they have, so yeah.
Yeah, you go in, you want to explore everywhere, not just the little tunnel. Everywhere.
Exactly, innit? Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a little trivia for you. Chelmsford, which is obviously where Armageddon is, did you know it's the birthplace of radio? Old Marconi set up his first radio factory there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
officially known.
Here's another claim to fame then, right? Marconi did his first overseas broadcast from over the sea, right? From a place we went to, which is one of our videos, called Flatholme. And he put a transmitter on Flatholme and he transmitted across to the land to prove it wasn't wires or no shenanigans. No shenanigans. It's over the sea. This was a big deal. A lot of people don't realize it's a big deal. It's like, look, we're not wired. We're not using Morse code. we're across the sea.
It was in his
And
parents' attic, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He decoded Morse code.
Yeah, and basically they did transmit Morse code, but they did it not through the telegraphy system. They didn't do it through wires. Yeah, and they transmitted from Flatholm Island, and they picked it up, I think, in Cardiff or somewhere around there, and they decoded the transmission and said, "Yes, we have a transmission. This is what he said." So it's from an island to the mainland. And that was done from Flatholm to somewhere near Cardiff. And I believe the original writing of the person who decoded it is in the Welsh Museum as proof. This was where the first overseas broadcast was done. You might be right. He might have had his first factory in Chelmsford.
He did, but he didn't broadcast it from there.
Yeah, so the first overseas broadcast was done from Flatholm to Cardiff, I believe. Okay. So that's their claim to fame. And here's another little claim to fame little thing that I really wanted to go to Flatholm for. It wasn't just because of Marconi, it's because they put a plaque to Marconi on Flatholm, which talks about this achievement. My dad, working for BP, British Petroleum, gave them a type of cement so that it would keep this plaque for hundreds of years. He gave them a type of special cement that they made at BP, and he formulated it, and they used that cement to put the plaque in so it would last a long time. So guess what? I really wanted to go and see Flatholm because I hoped I would find, but I didn't quite see it, that plaque that was my dad's plastics cement that was on that island that commemorated that first transmission.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Another claim to fame then.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a very personal reason for wanting to go to that island. You know, I really wanted to go and see what Dad did. You know, because it's like, you know.
Yeah. See, I've just looked something up, Matt. Right, because I knew you're right on what you're saying, but also, do you know what he did? He did it 2,000-mile transmission to prove that it could be done. Because up until then, they thought that it was the assumption that because the Earth is curved, it would be blocked. He proved it wrong completely.
No, because the low frequencies bounce off the ionosphere and curve around the Earth.
Go back in, but they didn't know that at the time. But he was proving that it could be done.
Yeah.
Ah.
But like higher frequencies, like little radios, they travel straight line. Wi-Fi travels straight line. Satellites travel straight line. But lower frequencies, like the old AM bands and the lower frequency bands, they bounce around the Earth and they curve around the Earth.
Me.
Yeah, Jackie's got his snake out.
Yeah.
You guys just realised I got a snake out.
Well, I've just came back on the show. If we get our snakes out, well, we'll get. It won't be monetized.
Demonetized,
yeah, demonetized.
Yeah,
so I'm jealous that you got your snake out and we can't get our snakes out.
Can't get our trousers snakes.
Jackie is a character from Blade Runner, by the way, and yeah, she's got her artificial snake out. Yeah.
You're not fair,
Our snakes have got one eye. That's the problem.
He's got two eyes, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you've got two eyes. We've only got one eye.
Yeah.
One-eyed trouser snake.
Do androids dream of electric sheep, where people have fake artificial animals because they can't afford the real ones, because real ones cost a lot of money, but a fake artificial animal is much cheaper, so a lot of people can afford to have those. If you haven't read the story, go and read it. It was the basis of the movie Blade Runner, but it's very different to the movie Blade Runner, trust me. It's nothing about or like the movie Blade Runner.
Majority of films are like that, though, if you think about it. They always say that the book's a lot better than the actual film.
I'm sure her snake is real. We haven't yet reached that point in the future where they are fake animals yet. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all right. My animals are real, aren't you? Yeah, you have got 4 snakes.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's getting there, isn't it? Fake animals. Have you seen the wildlife documentaries when they put all the like robotic animals in the sea and
Oh,
all
I've
the
seen
other
that.
places?
Yeah.
That's
That.
mental.
It's crazy, that one. And it's like literally like up to an animal like that close. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, me.
And the animals don't seem to realise that they're fake.
No, they don't.
They try and shag them and everything.
Just get a crotch shot when you look at the car. Oh, fucking hell. Lifeful there.
GoPro doesn't know how to say no. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
Good boy. Right, yeah.
How do you know it's a boy, Jackie?
It's been we're considering
sexed it this one?
it's the length of the tail, and I've had him. He's already been sexed. All my snakes have been sexed, so I know
Oh,
which
I have. Okay.
females. And one with I went to a shop that guy that breeds snakes and he was showing me how to sex snakes as well. So I was getting all that information.
Would
You
it
can only
any-
sex them when they get to a certain age, can't you?
Yeah. You got some people. He was even saying about probing, but obviously you got to know how to do that properly. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Would anything to do with eggs not coming out of their arse have anything to do with it?
And he's only a baby, this one anyway, so he's got a little bit of growing to do, haven't you? Yeah, you have. Good boy.
Cheers, Matt. Will.
Yeah.
And then they're all babies, actually, all 4 of them. So.
And on that note, on that bombshell.
On that bombshell.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, yep. Got some feeding to do.
But yeah, if anybody hasn't got their tickets yet and wants to come,
go now.
We are as absolutely as unserious in real life as we are here now on this live stream.
In other words, how you see us on screen is exactly how we are in real life.
Yeah.
Probably even worse.
That's exactly what it says on the tin.
Buy me a few pints, right? I'll be exactly like I am on a live stream right now in real life, I assure you. Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. On the time. Oh, fucking hell. Where are we? There we are.
We're here.
Lost yourself.
What snake is that, Jackie?
This is in the UK they call them royals, but in America they call them balls. A ball python.
Do they have poison?
You mean venom? No.
No venom.
No.
Yeah.
Only my hog nose. She does. She's a rear fanged. She's got a bit of venom. But
So
the other
snakes. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got 4 snakes.
You're never pissed up enough to go let's go and clean this one out. Let's clean this one out. Oh shit.
No.
It's attached to my hand. It's got venom, and I'm too pissed. Oh, I've made a mistake there, didn't I? Oh dear.
No. I don't mess with them if I'm too tired or when I've been drinking. I just keep well away. I'm not stupid like that. If people want to do stuff like that when they've been drinking, then that's up to them.
I've got a story about a snake. I'll tell you. Yeah. My mate. Obviously, he's got his own house and that. Him and his girlfriend had a snake. Mm-hmm. So at first, I was like, "Oh, that looks a bit." I think it's like a python or something, only a smallish one or an adder. I think
There's so many different types of pythons.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was. Too many years ago, anyway. So it's quite a big one, about 4 foot long. And about 2 or 3 inches thick. So at first, like, oh, not going near it. And his girlfriend picked it up and said, oh, it's sweet around the neck and all that. Come and stroke it.
Shouldn't put them
So-
around your neck.
So I did stroke it and all that and got used to it. And yeah, fine. One day I went to his house and the tank's there. I walk over to it and straight in, picked it up, started stroking it. They both look at me like that and said, you're brave. What do you mean? Oh, it bit his missus, not saying the name, but it bit so and so. I was like, oh, now you tell me. Okay. Stroked it and then put it back, never picked up since.
Jesus.
Depends
Then-
on.
Then
Because
it went missing. Then it went missing for months. Yeah, we knew where it was. It was hid behind the fire, the electric fire. So it was nice and warm, and it came out, and I do at night. I did a little whatever it does. It snake does and eats the mice or whatever it was it could find, and yeah, it went back into the fireplace. And it stayed there for months till they caught it again.
Yeah.
Just keep him warm, was it?
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
what it was. Somewhere nice and quiet, and yeah.
Fair enough.
John's kidnapped himself.
Yeah.
Let's bring him back. We can't
Yeah,
let
he
the
is.
aliens take him, can we?
Don't let the aliens take him. Yeah.
Well,
We
I'll
get
be
back.
given a down.
I'll be back. I
You
need
got
Given a
Bill
downward
back.
probing.
beer.
I was adopted.
No
I was abducted and later rejected.
I love that picture of you on the top of there.
All I could see is lights flashing red and green, and then I come back. I was all right.
Damn it, hurts up your ass. The fucking probe.
Exactly. I was just say, at least we got you back before the probing started.
Well, I'm actually quite upset. I'm off now.
Be walking funny tomorrow.
Well, we could always probe into this a bit further, couldn't we?
Yeah, I know about the invasive species in Florida, but that with the Burmese python. Yeah, it's not good. Know about the Burmese pythons and the hunters and all that.
Wow,
But,
what's that? You talking about now, Jackie?
Anthony, he says they have invasive species of snakes in Florida, crossbreeding, and they are massive. Yeah, well, the bloody Burmese python are going to be absolutely huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard stories.
No, enough, you get the three techs are the longest snakes in the world, but it's the thickest snakes in the world are the green anacondas. But I don't think you got any. Hopefully, you don't have any anacondas.
You get them in the Amazon. Anacondas.
Yep.
I've
Yeah,
heard
it's
some
got
right
say
stories about them. Yeah.
I was going to say they're massive snakes, them ones, the anaconda.
All right, what YouTube?
I was listening to a podcast the other day about that, and there was a guy who's done a bit of like conversation with, they were catching these snakes, and he said one of them literally he grabbed the head and he couldn't physically get his hands around it. It was that big.
Yeah, you can get some that big. That'd be more like
What the fuck? What are you doing grabbing a snake that big, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. I'm gonna put this one away in a minute. You're meant to be sorting yourself out, you. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, they can swallow some big. Well,
that's all the
Don't know
bigger snakes. Yeah, people are feeding them rabbits and stuff like that. That's more of the reticulated pythons are absolutely fucking massive. Because someday I watched them.
do they just
21 foot.
yeah.
It's the weight as well. Yeah.
It's saying I swallowed a deer there, one of them you seen. Wow.
Oh dear.
A deer for that deer, yeah, definitely.
Oh dear. Sorry.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm going to step down for a few minutes, but I will be in the background listening.
Yeah,
Fairy muff.
We'll keep your channel going.
Yeah, Madame here has been sitting out outside the door, and she's been like, "Why are you talking to me so much? And you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Nothing. You've got nothing. You know, but you're talking to me like, why are you talking to me so much?" She doesn't realize I'm talking to you guys. So she thinks I'm talking to her. She's like, she's been sitting there, and I've noticed I've been down the stairs twice, and she's like, "So what's going on then? Why are you talking to me so much and you ain't got nothing?" So guess what, folks? I've got a something now. Yeah. So she's like, yeah, it was worth it. It was all worth it after all.
Oh,
Plan worked.
Yeah.
Matt,
Eventually I got taken like seriously, and he made a fuss of me instead of making a fuss of somebody else. Who's he talking to? Yeah.
Matt, read your WhatsApp from me, but keep it quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Do not say a word.
Well, that'd be very nice.
Yes.
Very
Once
nice.
I've got the confirmation, it'll be tomorrow probably now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Why not? Why not?
Very nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
there we are, Jackie. Can you feed your python like this? Like, yeah.
I wouldn't be fucking stupid doing that.
No, she nearly got you then, mate.
No, she did. She did. She bit my lips with her teeth. She's like, fucking.
Yeah, Matt, I'm not that stupid.
No,
I wouldn't do that. Fair enough. These have got teeth. They've got rows of teeth.
surely you could dangle a mouse.
Thanks.
You could dangle a mouse out of your mouth by the tail, and you could go, ooh, ooh.
No. I think I'll stick to use the tongs for that.
Yeah.
I've got tongs. Not tongues. Tongs.
That's it now, baby. That's it now. It's really all
John's
gone.
getting out.
It's gone. She's like, look, I'm going now.
Oh,
That's
doggy.
it. Been fed.
Bye.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that fluff.
She's like, there you go. Have a bit of fluff.
Piddle off.
For your troubles.
Yeah. She's gone down the stairs now. She's like, right, I've had what I came for. I've been waiting ages. You've been past me so many times. Now I've got what I want for.
Now you can piss off.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put you away in a minute. Yeah, you can go to bed. Why would you want to share? That's it. I think you've won a prize as well, Famous Potatoes. So you're going to have to send me your address on me email. So I'm still waiting for a few addresses. If people don't want their prizes, then if they don't claim them in a couple of months, then obviously there will be for another giveaway.
Oh yeah, you're going to give me a prize apparently at the event, and
Yes,
and I've still got to get you some stuff, but I keep forgetting because Jesus. Yeah.
Right, I'll have to send you a message and say, Matt.
I might have to bring it. I might have to bring it to the event.
Yeah, but it's easier. Bring it to the event.
So we'll do an exchange.
Yeah.
Exchange.
Well, move the next room to me anyway, so it'll be right. Be easier. Do it that way.
We do a room to room telepathic exchange.
Yes.
No bodily fluids, just telepathy. Right. So yeah. In the middle of what goes on at Urbageddon stays in Urbageddon. So yeah.
Oh dear.
Apart from the fact that some people might live stream, so what goes on in Urbageddon may be live streamed. We won't be able to
then
deny.
take it off due to YouTube rules.
May get denied, but not by us.
Access denied.
Yes, you did. You've emailed me. Well, I've not got it, Elite Gamer. So send me another one, please. I hope you sent it to in lowercase Jackie Green _3 at msn.com. So send me it again because I've not got it because I've been through my emails and have not seen it. So I'll send it again, please.
It'd be like the old lawnmower man, wouldn't it? Like if they're streaming, it go access denied, access granted.
Yeah.
Hello, toilet bowl food
They
review.
found the back door. Who were?
Toilet bowl food review. What the hell?
Back door to the Rancor. Yeah.
Oh, Will's frozen.
I don't think you want to see the back door of a Rancor.
Hey.
Yeah, okay, mate.
Too many teeth for me. You know.
What is also?
Could be danger, stranger danger.
Stranger
Rancor danger. Stranger
Rancor
danger.
danger, yeah.
Stranger Rancor danger. Haven't got to know it yet.
Gonna go away. Gonna go in there. Good boy. No, not up. In your house. No, in.
Leave
Aurelia.
my hand. Leave my hand. Get away.
Leave it now.
Aurelius, go to bed.
He's like, but you're warmer. You're warmer than in there. It's much nicer.
No, he's got a heat pad in that. Really? He's really holding on to me while he goes to bed.
Well, I'm just thinking if Jackie had 2 fists of 2 snakes, then she could have some snakes on her head, and she would.
No, I'm not going to be Medusa.
Medusa. She would literally be Medusa. That's what I was thinking. It's like, yeah. She'd be like Wonder Woman, but except with snakes. And you don't want to face. You don't want to face her. You do not want to face her when she's in that mood. Yeah.
Good boy.
Tell your snakey a little story. It might go to bed then.
He's gone bed. He's gone into his house now. He'll be on his heat mat. Well, not on it. He's near it because I've got it in the back. The heat mat. Good boy. Yeah. Just make sure we don't have any escaping.
I was going to say it'll be a story time with Jackie and Nori.
No.
Yeah.
Jackie Nori.
Some stuff on my hands. Clean my hands.
Yeah. I noticed you put a clip down on the door because I was thinking I'm sure that could slide open, but she, put a clip. Yeah. She put a clip on it. I was like, oh yeah, fair enough. I was like, hang on, she's putting that in there. Slid the door. I was like, that's not safe. And then suddenly the clip came on. I was like,
yes.
Now I'm getting it. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, he won't get out of that. Nor around the back and everything's sorted. I want to do more stuff for the enclosure for him. Yeah.
Explore Norfolk says back door of the Rancor and fists. Not something I expected here in the same conversation. Mind you, it's inevitable at some point. RFL. Yeah, it is on this live stream. Yeah,
definitely.
Not on the official Star Wars stream. You won't hear any of that on the official.
It's only a matter of time and odds, isn't it? When you put Jack Fist and Rancors together.
I've got to get these crickets in a minute because I'm going to feed Smog so she can change some food round.
This is not the Rancor you're looking for.
And if you think that's a down as low as we can go, we can't on this channel. We can even go lower than that. Yeah, so. We just keep it nice and mild this week, so it's nice and calm.
Yeah. So what, a lot of people are going to be going, what's a Rancor and what's a backdoor? So I think a lot of people have been not going to be down at that desperate level.
So it could be like something like gay midget Rancor invalid porn.
What? Yeah.
Guido will be busy later.
Do you know?
Live stream's over.
I'm even right. Here we go. Right. One of the presents I was going to give to somebody, but I was thinking of putting it in Jackie's thing, is actually a T-shirt that I had specially printed that had toilet hand job porn on it, which was a black woman who had a toilet rim round her neck, right, and she had like a stump, and it was like toilet Rancor. What was it? Toilet stump hand job porn, but she didn't have a hand because she had a stump. So it's like, and I just thought that's just such an extreme meme. I've got to make a T-shirt out of it and wear it on a live stream. But I don't think I ever did. I didn't have the guts to wear it on a live stream. I wore it out.
Seen it.
No, I wore it out a few times with friends, and I thought, do you know what? I think somebody deserves this as a present. So
there's a friend of mine. He collects different T-shirts, and he had there's like a logo on it, but at the bottom of the T-shirt, it's got like a proper phallus just there, like literally there. So when you sit down, it looks like it's hanging out. I was at a caravan site, like just like on holiday, and he come up to see us, and he wore it and didn't say a word. And it's not until he sat back like this and went, "Right, I think I'll go and get a beer." It just looked like a big cock coming. So, what the hell are you doing?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Toilet bowl food review says, "I think I'll pass," which, coming from Toilet Bowl Food Review is probably a wise idea.
Definitely.
Yeah. So wise words there from Toilet Bowl Food Review. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
Very wise. Very wise.
But I've got to find out. I've got to dig it out now and get it back out, because I've got a few T-shirts like that are just like very, very low bar. Yeah. That need to go to good homes that might appreciate them more than I did. So yeah.
Get down, you little shit.
Yeah.
There.
I'm gonna take me boots off.
You still got your boots on?
Yeah. I'm sitting here with my boots on. I
That's
don't want to
not
get them
relaxed.
I don't want to get them too smelly, because I've only just put them through the washing machine. So yeah.
I just went to look for my T-shirt, an old T-shirt I've got, but I can't find it. I thought I knew where it was. Basically, it says it's got a white T-shirt with a green leaf on it, and it says, "I scored high in my drugs test."
Nice.
Yeah. I wanted to show you that, but I can't find it. I thought I knew where it was, but no. I won't throw it away. It's falling apart. It's ripped. The moths have been at it and all sorts. It just looks like a rag now, but it just the the saying. I thought, yeah, that's funny as hell.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Somebody wear that.
I think the favourite one I've got, what I've got recently, was the scene out of Alien when John Hurt's got the alien come out of his stomach. So there's a guy on Facebook, and he does like loads of stuff, but he's always done it in paint. It's called Jim Will Paint It. And what he's done, he's got Zippy out of Rainbow lying on the table. Then you've got like Ed the Duck. You got Ed the Duck and like the other sort of 90s, 80s, 90s characters standing around it, and this hand coming out of Zippy's fucking stomach. It's quite funny, like in a duck shape.
Yeah.
That sounds. Yeah, I think I've seen something like that before, or I might have seen it on Facebook myself. So it sounds pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he's done loads. He's got one with like I've got another one which has got like all the 80s iconic characters. I think I've shown it before. It's like hundreds of them on there.
Oh yeah, I remember. See, I remember you wearing that T-shirt.
Mm.
Yeah.
I get that Explore Norfolk. How to send a How to Tame Your Bad Dragon T-shirt to a friend. And if anybody doesn't get the difference between How to Tame Your Dragon and How to Tame Your Bad Dragon, don't Google it.
Dear me.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that warning, Matt.
Well, Matt's given me a warning. I'm going to do it.
There is a very non-subtle difference between dragons and bad dragons. Yeah.
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 Does it mention anything about good dragons?
Yeah, don't look that up, folks. You won't be impressed, and you'll think, why does Matt know about that shit? And it's like, yeah, Matt looks at loads of things on the internet.
Yes.
not always,
Oh my
he's not
God.
he's not always impressed, but he does look a lot of things. Yeah.
Right,
Oh dear. I just looked that up. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah.
There's your food.
Yeah. Makes my torch my torch thing that I got like a strike from showing on YouTube look tame. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Cool.
I'd just like to say though, there is that's funny. There is a there is a care sheet for it, Matt.
Oh my God.
That's all I will say. But that's just that's tickled me. All in all the wrong places.
Some people get far too much into their animation and anime, and they start getting attached to their characters that are in these things, and they start doing all sorts of characters and comics and things on things that were like Mickey Mouse is meant to be safe for children. But if you look out there, I bet you can find something that's very not safe for children.
Yep.
About your favorite cartoon beloved characters that you loved, but somebody has just taken it all too far. And yeah, there we are. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I don't care.
Mm.
Everything but worse. Shut up, you lot.
Just when you think you've seen about everything on the internet, it rears its ugly head, and there's something else that you never knew.
Well, they do say there's something for everybody on the internet. There really is.
I think there really is.
Serial killers have probably got websites dedicated to how to best kill people, but I've not gone that far yet. Yeah.
Oh dear.
They probably got a Discord group and lots of followers, but yeah, I'd rather not look. Yeah.
No.
Oh dear Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Have you just looked that up, Brainy? Have you just looked that up?
For fuck's sake.
See, this is what it does. It does this to people. It's not.
My word.
You've warped his fragile little mind.
Don't the thing is,
do not Google that.
These things can go just whoosh over your head. They can an innocent comment like that can just go whoosh over your head. But like
my eyes.
if you don't don't look at the what am I trying to say?
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here? Don't look at the comment in a whole. And if you take parts of the comment, yeah, you'll be sorry you did. If you're one of these people who's very good on the specifics, you'll be sad you were ever that specific.
Anything to do with frothy walruses or angry dragons, don't look it up.
Oh no.
And definitely do not watch a Kevin Smith movie who did Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and all that.
God, that's brilliant.
Definitely don't watch a movie called Tusk because that might hurt you.
Oh, that's
I've seen that
film. Oh, mate,
I watched that the other day.
You don't want to
watch that the other day. That was
Explore Norfolk is talking about frothy walrus. I'm not saying nothing about walruses. Walruses are fine, right? As long as they're not in the movie Tusk, right? Walruses.
Brady.
Yeah.
Matt, didn't you do a video called The Dragon's Eye? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's nothing to do like that, is it? It's the dragons, nothing
Dragon
like
Eye.
the Dragon's Eye.
Should I Google that now? Oh my god! Yeah,
What's Dragon's Eye?
Dragon's Eye. Oh no.
I'm not feeling great. That's why I'm off the panel at the moment and just keep popping back in.
Tusk is a very, very inventive movie and very challenging. it challenges you,
Yeah.
because it goes, in very, very strange places. But like, yeah, if you fancy being challenged, yeah, but yeah,
It's near the knuckle, very, very well. It goes
Very-
over the knuckle.
very,
Yeah,
very,
fucking
very
hell.
bizarre.
I mean, I think it's up there with the Human Centipede. Although that is
Yeah.
a worse film.
I'd
One,
say
two,
that's
and
probably
three.
worse.
That's just pornographic, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
like
Well,
the Tusk challenges your mind without challenging your sensibilities. It's
yeah,
like,
and it's very, very, very strange, but it's
Yeah.
psychologically horrible. But it's like, okay,
It's the bit where he fights him. That's just like, what the fuck's going on here? Seriously.
yeah, it's not an everyday occurrence, is it?
No, it's like he's dressed up as one now. Oh fuck me.
yeah, folks. If you fancy going down a dark rabbit hole, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna watch that film. Yeah.
Like Kevin Smith, the director, who's directed lots of interesting movies. He even directed sci-fi, TV. He's been a director on loads of things, but his own movies are very interesting, like Clark's, which he started with, and Jay and Silent Bob as the follow-up.
very funny.
Which has some
very.
very interesting deleted scenes. That's all I'm going to say, right? Yeah. The deleted scenes just fill in the blanks of like, I see where you were going with this, and the movie house just said, yeah, but nah.
Nah.
yeah, but
We will
nah.
not put that
Yeah.
in.
Nah. Yeah.
Even the British Board of Film Certification went no, and they're one of the most like broad-minded ones going, aren't they? Really, I mean, we don't cut much in Britain.
Yeah, so it's like, but Kevin Smith has tried to move his direction, like motives. He's done romance, he's done silly cartoon capers.
Yeah.
He's done like brittle sort of like documentary style, like The Office would do, like it's a day in the life of a shopping mall, like not a shopping mall, what do you call it, like a convenience store, a day in the life of a convenience store. And it's just like, yes, he's changed his styles around so many directions to show, yeah, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this. He did a really good one called Red State. Have you seen that?
No.
Sounds familiar. I'm not pretty sure.
Red State.
Red State. It all I'm gonna say is Red State lulls you into a false sense of security and then flips you right at the end, and you're like, what the fuck is this supposed to be about? I thought I was watching a movie about this. Now I'm watching a movie about this. Fuck you very much. It's like, yeah. I love twists. I love juxtapositions, and Kevin Smith he's turned his hand to many different things, but Red State is very good. Not what you think you're watching one thing, you are watching something very different right near the end.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon. If anyone wants to watch it.
Red State. Yeah.
Add that to the list.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and the thing is, he actually did he shows movies because he's got his own cinema. He's a director. He's got his own cinema as well, and he shows movies. He's showing Ghostbusters apparently this week, and he had to apologize to everybody because family reasons. Something's happened at home. He can't be there because he likes to be at the screenings to meet the fans and meet people, and he can't be there. but he's showing Ghostbusters, and I mean, fucking hell, I would love to be watching Ghostbusters on a big screen with Kevin Smith sitting next to me in the audience. I'd be like, fuck me. I mean, like, am I alive? Am I alive or am I dead? You know, it's like, you know, have I gone to the afterlife? But he's screened Tusk recently in his own cinema. You know, he's screened that, and like it's a gritty. You know, it's gritty but it's comedic but gritty, and how you mix the comedic with gritty is like, wow, that's very clever, very clever. Yeah.
Did you know Ghostbusters was meant to be called Ghost Smashers, and it was going to have Eddie Murphy in it, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd as well, and obviously John Belushi died untimely.
Yes.
And then they changed it. Could you imagine that? How weird would that have been? And it was meant to be much darker as well.
Yeah, I think they had issues because there was a black and white thing called Ghostbusters, and they had to get the rights to kind of use the name, you know, because it was like somebody else has used this before, you know. So
there was a TV series for it, like unrelated, but it was like pre-existed. So they're like, oh, don't know. So they weren't really going to use it originally, and then like they got the rights, did whatever, and we know the history. But yeah, I found it quite interesting because John Belushi was going to be in it, and he was right in the 80s. He was very prominent in all the films they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then obviously he died, and sadly from a heart attack, lots of drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would have been quite good.
I think he would have played Venkman, though, wouldn't he? Really? Do you reckon?
Yeah, he would have been the funny
guy. Yeah, probably would have.
Hey, I'm into all this paranormal stuff, but hey, I'm really into it to get women. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that film he's in? What was that comedy one he was in? Oh shit, I can't think of the name now. But it's very funny because there's a huh?
Blues Brothers.
No, not the blue. No, he's in it, and he's like, is it Bachelor Party? Yeah, Bachelor Party. When they've got the donkey, and they give it all these drugs, and they shove it in the lift, and there's like a prostitute there, like there. I can't believe it. She's going to make it with a donkey, and then they open the doors, and the donkey's killed over. His legs are up on his four legs. He's just like killed over and died. But yeah.
I went on a ghost thing once, you know, where like you get a tour guide and he takes you around places in the city. It was Bristol.
Yeah.
And he gave us a very strange story. I was like, what's going on here? You know, because he said, yeah, we're in front of this hotel now. This is like a very famous hotel. It's got the ghosts, and he explained all the ghosts. He said, and then there's the very strange story about I can't remember the star's name, but it was like it was a famous star who was on TV, and he said, yeah, there was a strange experience where this star was like in this hotel, and then the staff got called because there was a complaint, and when they went into his room, he had a pony in his room. Or something like this. But the thing is, what wasn't said, and I can understand, is like somebody might have been taking a piss, and somebody had literally got a donkey or a pony into the hotel past the staff, not been seen. Wow. Got him into the lift, got him up to his floor, got this pony into a room, and then the stories just come out from there. Because how many people can just walk a fucking pony into a room and up to a hotel room and stick it in the fucking room and go ha 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 ha, and it's like there's a bit of a story about like a certain star who ended up with a pony in their room, and like the star's like, well, it's nothing to do with me, but like, yeah, and like probably somebody managed to prank that, but how the fuck they managed to do it is like, yeah, legendary. Yeah.
Yeah. Melissa's put something there.
Angry dragon in. Oh.
Well, I've got a restaurant. I've got a restaurant name that you wouldn't want to eat in. It's called the Yellow River Dragon.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I remember. Yes.
The one in
Yeah.
Reading. Yeah. Is that the
Yeah.
one where the guy was wanking in plain view?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what he's doing? I thought he was baking in view.
Yeah, he was baking, mate. Yeah, he was just, you know, beating one off.
Yeah.
What?
I don't. Crazy. Yeah.
Have you not seen the footage of it?
There's a look on his face. He's like, it's just like, oh,
All right.
He might be looking at some sort of screen or something, but he's like giving it, and like somebody's filming through the window, going like, "What the fuck's going on here? Look at this bloke!" And the bloke's running commentary. He's like, "Hey, look, he doesn't even fucking know I'm looking at him. Look at him, fucking going for it. Fucking what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then this bloke looks. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh, I'm going back behind the scenes now." And it's like, yeah. People said, like, you know, oh, we're buying food from a place that, you know, like the owner likes to just jack off in the front of the fucking establishment in front of the public through a window that is actually glass. Well, that glass didn't stay for long because
No, it didn't, did it?
It became a opaque screen after that. So maybe the owner could jack off without being seen after that.
Yeah, in private. Yeah, they blurred it out, didn't they? With like a, so you can't see through, basically, like a white. Yeah, finger right across it. Because I went to Google Maps and Googled it and found it and then zoomed in and like, yep, they made it a bit more privacy now, so you can do is it baking in peace.
Yeah, well, it's called like.
Have you seen that video of the meeting that was taken like during COVID, like and all that? There's obviously a lot of webcams and everything else going on because people were like having meetings because they couldn't meet up in person. And there was this business meeting, and they're all sitting there and all that. And the guy didn't know that his camera was still on, and he's fucking got the Kleenex out. He's in his pants. He's starting to lube himself up, and they're going. He's got his mic muted, and they're going. Whatever his name was, going. Can you hear me? No. You got to stop doing this. And they go, he's got his mic. He doesn't know he's on. He's fucking getting himself lubed up.
Oh dear!
How bad is that? Not having a business meeting. Could you imagine?
This is where your government money goes, folks. Yeah, you know, MP mpcock.co.uk.
Right, what's on the agenda today? Well, I'm going to have a quick one.
Well, look, if I mean, it would be a funny one, really, wouldn't it? To like go to that restaurant, buy some food, but not let them know you're filming, and just like buy some food, and then take it out, and then like get your mates to smell it and go, "Does it smell all right?" And then I'll give it to let my dog smell it. If my dog smells it and doesn't like go, then maybe it's all right to eat. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But I got a funny feeling my dog would be probably like, "Yeah, it smells like food to me."
Yeah.
The agenda today.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. That's all
Yeah.
it's about, having a good laugh.
It has been a good one, and we're not even using naughty words or terms. I mean, I've said the F-bomb a couple of times, but I'm really sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, we've all
But
said
it's all coded. It's all coded, so hopefully the algorithm won't pick up on it. Yeah.
it's all coded.
Oh dear, dearie dear.
Aye.
Well, this is why I love the Church of the Subgenius. You know, I'm actually a Reverend Minister of the Church of the Subgenius. And if any of you don't know what the Church of the Subgenius is, check out subgenius.com. Right? I'll repeat that: subgenius.com, where if you pay $30 to the church, you are guaranteed to be taken off the planet by a pleasure saucer with virgins on it. Sounds a bit similar to the Muslim religion, but anyway, yeah, you're gonna get taken off the planet when the end times come, and when the aliens come to destroy the planet, I will have a guaranteed place on a saucer to get off the planet, and I can watch the Earth being destroyed whilst all of you pink boys, right? If you don't know what that means, if you don't know what a pink boy is, you need to find out, right? You can actually find out about all of this through subgenius.com, and they've actually done a number of videos about things that we've been talking about tonight that would be of various interest, which are filthy, disgusting, horrible, scurrilous things you would not want to watch, but might actually save your life. So there we are. Yeah.
So that sounds a bit crazy, that. So yeah, Google that one. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I've got a message here. So stick it on screen.
Okay.
Oh.
Urban Legend is saying thank you for everybody watching and catch you all soon. Good night. Oh, right. Well, who the fuck's that then? Who is he?
I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
I haven't a clue
Never
who
heard
it
of
is.
him.
I've never heard of it.
He wanted to come to Armageddon. I went, who the fuck are you?
I think that might be a little hint there for everyone. A subtle hint.
Wow.
Yeah.
Subtle little hint. Is that what it is? Looks like
Yeah.
a big hint to me. Okay,
Yeah.
people. Have a good one.
Yeah, give them a couple of minutes or time to say sees to us all. It's excellent, that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Melissa, sis.
They're asking Matt
Good night,
the good
everyone.
old question: are you going live?
Oh God, what use would I be to man or beast right now? That's what I can say.
He's going bed. If you're going bleed
Yeah.
bed, I'll go watching movies now.
It's getting quite late. It's 12 o'clock. I did another 3 hours for you. Well, I didn't. The panel did 3 hours with us, and everyone in the chat did 3 hours. Obviously, I had to nip off a few times.
Yeah.
Sometimes it threw up. Sometimes I got there and it was all right. But yeah, it's just
You'll be
how I
right.
am at the moment.
There's not much you can do.
Hopefully, it'll be good enough for Armageddon. Even not, I'm still coming down. Even if I'm not. So
yeah.
And
Okay.
don't worry, you can't catch what I've got because it's down to my medication after me having a stroke. So I think that's what's caused me to throw up. So there's
Okay,
nothing
fair
to
enough,
worry
mate.
about. It's nothing like what will happen in Screamfest or what happened in Screamfest where we all caught the big.
He'll just be
Yeah.
he'll just be going off for a couple of minutes and then he'll be back like
That's the
with
one,
the rest
yeah.
of us. Yeah, having a drink and being crazy.
Indeed.
I think everyone said good night now and everything, so they had enough time.
That's it,
And
bye.
yeah, thank you, panel, like I say, for coming up. And yeah, I
You're
did
welcome,
change the background to plain background, so you notice that I was going to change subject, but obviously that didn't work, so I dropped a hint in the chat,
Yeah.
and that
Just
one
another
worked.
brick in the wall, wasn't it?
Are you trying to say we're gonna like just urinate up against that wall and like then we cut the video to like or like nothing's actually happened here, but like the video's like just slightly gently cut, yeah.
No, what I was
Yeah.
thinking about is background though, is keep the same background, but somehow have the urban legend written across it,
Mm.
so it's like neon color going across it in.
Yeah.
Obviously, it can't be orange because it's an orange wall in green or
could be done.
something. Yeah, I don't know how to do that at the moment. I'd have to suss out how to do
Excuse
it.
me, you've
somehow.
just said goodbye to everybody and you're going on with yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
going on with himself. Ooh, this is.
Wait, Jackie.
You know what I mean? though?
Jackie. It's going up to 3 hours, and it's not quite 3 hours yet. We've got 10 seconds left.
All right, you're taking it to your 3
Yeah.
hours. Okay, come
Yeah.
on then.
Oh, that means he's got
Oh.
10 seconds. I've got to do a bit of twerking.
Bye bye. Good night. Good night then. 10 seconds.
Goodbye.